Looks like we're live. Well, what do you know? I was in Facebook jail for 2 months. Nice to be out. Nice to be out of Facebook jail for once. There we go. All right. Chris and Chris will be here. Hey, Joe Rulo, what's up, buddy?
What's happening?
Hold on. I'm playing my intro music. Hold on. I'm gonna stop the intro music for Joe Rulo because you're running for governor, and we want to know more about. Yeah, we want to know more about this. What you're doing.
Okay.
We can't support or anything because we're a 501c3. We can't support you, but.
Well, you know, I'm not running anymore. I endorsed Hirsch Singh, who basically is totally pro marijuana now.
Oh, okay. You're not running. Oh, okay.
Well, you know what it was is we had so many people. You know that Jack Chitterelli guy who's like the establishment hack.
Yeah.
Well, instead of a bunch of people running against him, I did the right thing and I got out. And Hirsch Singh, who I supported last year for U.S. Senate, when I was supporting him, I basically ran his campaign anyway, but I was running for governor. He decided to run for governor, so we both respected each other. I just ran anyway, but I decided, you know what? If both of us are running and we're both conservative, then that's going to be good for Jack because he's like a rhino establishment guy. But the best part about it is Hirsch is totally pro-marijuana, dude.
Yeah, I hear good things about Hirsch.
I mean, he's totally like, you know, that's the reason why when I was running for governor, if he would have lost, when he ran against me and I won, I was going to actually pick him for lieutenant governor because he was for pot, which is important because of the revenue stream that I wanted for the state.
Oh, man. You did a live video, was it yesterday? Talking a lot of smack. I was like, oh, man, here we go. Oh, man.
I mean, honestly, a couple months ago, I said very nicely that I felt bad that Ed was being a racist, right? Attacking white people by saying that only rich people that are white, are going to be able to have a license. And it's simply an ignorant statement by somebody who ran for high office like he did. He understands how it works. If you're brown, if you're white, if you're Muslim, if you're Jewish, it doesn't matter what you are. If you have money, then you're going to be able to get that license. But even more than that, it doesn't matter if you have see, Ed doesn't understand how it works. Okay. You go to a lobbyist and the lobbyist will steer you through a process of, I call them gauntlets. Okay. They make it so it's almost impossible to get the license, even if you have money and you're not connected. So Ed has missed the whole boat on that, okay? And then the other thing is, I don't know if you realize this, but he called me Christopher Columbus yesterday, and I find it very, very offensive as an Italian.
Wait, he called you Christopher Columbus?
Yeah, see, what Mr. Ignorant, I call him Grandpa now. See, Grandpa thinks he was smoking weed before me, and he wasn't. See, I started smoking weed when I was probably maybe about 15, 16 years old. So I think Grandpa was probably, a little bit older than me at that point. And, but I had to use the black market. See, and what Ed is trying to spread around in his little rumors is that I'm basically not for the black market. And he's saying that you also aren't, because we both supported legalization, because we both knew that if it's legalized, whether there's dispensaries or not, we can buy from the black market and they'll never know where we're getting it from, period. Right? And by the way, Ed's restaurant did not launch and open publicly and get all of this public attention until January 1st because he didn't open up his restaurant until, that way until January 1st. So what he's trying to do is have his cake and eat it too. He wants to say that legalization is so bad, it's for the white man. But you know what? The black man, which is him, Ed Forshian, okay, is benefiting. He's got lines going around his entire restaurant. He's making money because you and I busted our ass and we were for legalization, and all those people would never go to his restaurant like they're doing now because they would have been afraid because now it's legal and they could walk around the streets with a certain amount. The other thing, too, is whatever happened to Ed's church. I thought he was like a priest or something. No, he doesn't need his church anymore. So you know what? I understand he has loopholes, but I think that everybody should be able to home grow. That way we don't have to go to Ed's restaurant to go buy weed. We don't have to worry about black market or even a license. If we home grow, you don't ever hear Ed talking about home grow because that would put his ass out of business. This isn't about Ed Forcian ever, okay? This is about fame and money, dude. And you know what? I am a Republican who went against my party, who basically will never, ever be able to get through probably a Republican primary because I came out for marijuana. Okay, I have principles. That's what I did, okay? And I did the right thing. And a lot of people won't do that. And I know that, you know, he basically, you know, has made some very, very horrible comments, you know, saying for me to suck his dick on your show, calling me an idiot.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said something.
Well, it was coming towards that with the hangman. But like the bottom line is,
it was worse.
You know, I'm a white man, okay, who has brought up a African American daughter. Okay, I don't want to hear his racist bullshit that he's using. He's trying to exploit. Okay,
he does. He plays he plays the race card. I agree. He does play the race card. However,
does he? But he's doing it for his own advancement. You don't. Have you ever heard him talk about home grow? I never have.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he doesn't want anybody else doing it because he can sell his weed.
Joe, come on. Ed's been through a lot. Black people in this country have been through a lot, and it's very hard for anybody in the hood to get out to pull themselves up by their bootstraps because the system is set up that way.
Is it fair that Ed Forcian? All right, ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, I want to open up my own weed place over here at a restaurant. So maybe I should get Ed to stay in there so that nobody raids my restaurant. Because if I was black, okay, I would be able to do exactly what he's doing. Is it fair that Ed Forcian is the only person in this state who's selling marijuana because everybody's afraid that he's going to call them a racist? That's racism to me. That's race baiting. That's ridiculous. You know, and the thing is, and this is, you know, your original comment, he could have avoided all of this if 2 months ago he acknowledged, okay, that I am a fellow cannabis activist, right? Well-known, undisputed, like him, okay, but on a different level, okay, as a conservative Republican. And I told him that his language was offending me. And all he had to do was say, hey, dude, you know, I don't mean to offend you, you know, and listen to what I was saying. I'm not saying to him that I'm against the black market. And he's lying saying I am because you know I'm not, and everyone else knows I'm not. But you know what? Ed voted against legalization. Why?
Oh, I know. I argued with him about that. But let me tell you something. Joe, I know you follow Republican Jesus. I know I don't follow Republican Jesus. I follow the socialist Jesus, the guy that slept on the couch, the guy that wouldn't put up a wall, the guy that would feed. I don't follow the Republican Jesus. I don't get it. However,
believe it or not, let me tell you something about me, and I think you know this. One, I am a bleeding heart when it comes to children. If you want to be pro-life as a Republican, then you can't be cutting kids off of welfare. I agree with you 100%. You know, as far as on that end, I think Republicans could be very cold-hearted, and I am very much, you know, following the ways of Jesus Christ, and we're talking on the same path here. There are a lot of hypocritical things that I've seen Republicans do. They're pro-life,
yes.
But then they'll let somebody starve to death on a bench and die. Or like you said, they won't have a freaking compassion for someone that's going to die who needs marijuana because they don't want to be on opiates.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question. Were the founding fathers white supremacists?
As far as what?
Well, they wrote this paper called the Declaration of Independence saying that all men are created equal except for women, black people, American Indians. It's like they held slaves, but they made this beautiful paperwork that said that for freedom, really good stuff, but they didn't follow through with their actions. They were wrong from day one. So this country started off on the wrong foot.
Number one, anyone who owned a slave is a horrible person. That's my opinion. And
white supremacists.
There are African Americans who own slaves. There are Asians that own slaves. There's
In America?
Jews that own slaves.
In America?
Everybody.
In America.
No, not in America.
No,
but I'm talking about, in history.
I'm talking about the institutional racism that this country has. The reason why Ed Fortune plays the race card and that he feels the way he does is because him and all of his ancestors have been brutalized and murdered by our government. I would feel the same way if I was black.
I personally think that Ed is very disrespectful to police officers. I think that he's completely disrespectful to them as a whole. There are police officers out there that aren't all bad. The cops. I don't like his drama. And another thing I want to make very clear is that Ed is saying something about that basically, when he was in jail, I wouldn't interview him. First of all, I am not an interviewer. What he was trying to do is get me to influence his court case. And the problem I had, is that apparently, allegedly, he basically ratted out an informant. Now, he says that's not against the law, whatever. But I have a lot of detective friends that are black and white, And I was not going to get involved with his drama with police, And he's trying to drag in the marijuana thing with this. And I don't agree with him, I don't agree with his drama, his disrespect to police, all this other stuff. And you know what? I have an African-American stepdaughter who I live with in my house, And I don't see color, I'm blind to it. So to me, Ed is playing the race card. I don't even say he's playing a race card. I say that he's exploiting social injustice for himself so that he could be the only person right now. Even other African Americans aren't even able to sell marijuana out of their place because he's got people so intimidated by his bullshit bully tactics that he's blowing smoke up everybody's asses, and he didn't even support legalization of marijuana, which to me is like the biggest hypocrisy that I've ever heard in my life.
No, I think he's actually making way for the little guy. He's breaking down walls. But
don't get me wrong. Listen, let's put 4% on his restaurant and selling marijuana out of there. And I wish him, nothing but success, because that's my success, because I'm the one with Lefty, and a few others who pioneered
Lucky Lefty. This, that's his new name.
I want to call you Lucky, but
don't you dare.
We're the Christopher Columbuses, so he says, that helped legalize marijuana in the state of New Jersey. But and also I support the fact that everybody should be able to sell. You know what? Let's judge someone by the quality of their weed.
We should all be able to grow it, and then we can all compare.
I said that right in the beginning. I think that if everybody grows it, Ed Fortune will have people showing up to his restaurant, not buying weed, but smoking their own weed and eating his food, And that's the way it should be. We should be able, how you go to another person's garden, and they give you some tomatoes? Everybody in the neighborhood should be able to share their marijuana that they're growing in their garden.
Joe, we gave away a pound of weed at the State House the other day.
Yeah, man, you should have came.
You should have came, man.
Why the hell didn't you give me some damn weed?
You weren't there.
Yeah, where were you?
So tell me, how does this work? Is it like, can you buy it now in the medical dispensaries?
No.
For recreational?
No, but the cops can definitely confiscate it for you. They will confiscate your weed for you, and then you have to go prove where you got the weed in court, which you can't because there's nowhere to get weed. So right now, the cops can confiscate your weed with impunity. So there you go.
Really? I thought you were allowed to have weed.
Yeah. Well, where'd you get it? Where'd you get your weed?
It's basically up to the cop, I think.
Come on.
They can choose not to take it away, but
yeah,
if they want to be assholes, they can take it away.
Yeah, they can. And let the courts figure it out.
Because basically what they did is make 3 different kinds of cannabis or marijuana. We got medical cannabis that is legal and available to patients in New Jersey.
We like that.
Then there's the
black market.
Regulated cannabis.
Oh, yeah, cannabis.
And that which is not available, and that's for everyone 21 and over.
Right.
And then we still have the illegal
marijuana.
And that is any marijuana that did not come from a New Jersey licensed grow.
Where'd you get the weed, boy?
So,
my friend.
But we're allowed to have 6 ounces of this marijuana.
Yeah, 6 ounces
on our person. So,
ready. Then how are these people selling cookies right? And then saying, when we deliver your cookies for $100,
because we can.
It's a gift.
Because you don't get in trouble if you have 6 ounces, and you don't get in trouble for less than an ounce of distribution.
Right, gifting.
So,
can you imagine?
So they're giving out free weed, and you just gotta buy, a sticker or a cookie, and you get free weed.
But if the cop pulls him over, he can take his weed in the car.
Yes. Prove where you got the weed.
Okay, so that's my whole point. Like, in other words,
it's a little weird.
Like, so yeah.
But they also can't search your car just because it smells like weed. It's not. They don't have a reason. They don't have a reason to search your car. It's like, so what? It smells like weed.
Yeah.
You guys completely understand what I gave you the process. So what happens is when you go to get a license, right? You didn't hear. I'm going to say this publicly.
Uh-oh.
I know as a fact because I spoke to. You want to hear how the process works? You are not getting a marijuana license unless you go to a politically connected person, and I get a lobbyist.
That's the problem. That's the problem, Joe.
Dude, when I found out,
that's why we're pissed, and we want.
What I did.
Yeah.
I backed down. I wouldn't do it. I was like, you know what? I don't think it's fair. I don't want to be involved with this. And it was like I had a lobbyist, and I could have gotten literally the paperwork done. It would have cost, a minimum of like $25,000, and I think it was going to be like $1 million to get the actual establishment going, and it's just ridiculous. And really, the bottom line is, really, if everybody does what Ed is doing, what are they going to do about it? Nothing. I mean, they can't, the cops aren't going to enforce it if everybody does it everywhere.
Legalize Ed Fortune.
Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. So people are going to go to these legalized places, and they're going to buy one bag, and then they're going to stick their black market in that bag for the rest of the year. And how's a cop going to prove with a receipt? Oh, you bought this ounce last year. Yes, I smoked slow, officer.
That's what patients did for years. That's what I do now. I buy an eighth a month, and then I fill it up with my weed that I buy, that I can afford.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
And why wouldn't you do that? I mean, first of all, it's going to be like a pack of cigarettes. You buy a pack of cigarettes for $10. They're not $10. They're only $2. You're paying $8 in tax. So marijuana is probably going to be probably an 80% tax in the next 2 or 3 years. But let me tell you what's going to happen. Other states are going to really compete here. People are already getting it in the mail. I guarantee it.
The black market delivers. The black market will deliver.
Send me a couple phone numbers.
Oh, it's telling me my Facebook link is not working. So YouTube must be working. Facebook's not working.
I'm definitely interested in trying an edible.
What do you want, a gummy?
However, when you were describing to me how you can't really control how you feel after,
you got to come out to the pot rallies. They're giving out free edibles.
Yeah, they were free yesterday.
There's free weed
Tuesday.
And free edibles.
Yeah, free tacos.
And free tacos.
The problem I have is if I ever had it in sugar, like candy, I can eat like a whole gallon of ice cream. Can you imagine if I went on a sugar binge and started eating all the edibles that I had, like if they were gummies? Oh, forget it.
It's fun.
You'll be sleeping for a couple days.
I have this cookie. It's 500 milligrams. You literally just take a bite, and the cookie's like this big. The whole thing's 500 milligrams, a hippie cookie.
That's what I was trying to
understand. You take one bite, and you're fucked.
All right, so that's what I was trying to understand. Explain this to me. So when I looked on the menu for this place, they were talking about charging $125 for this piece of candy. Is that because you take little bites of it and it's that much milligrams?
Well, it depends on the milligrams, yeah.
The more 500 how many joints is 500 milligrams?
Well, see, it's kind of tricky with the conversion over, because it also depends on the potency of the cannabis, and pretty much in California, in the regulated market in California, they now have regulations that edibles can't be more than 100 milligrams. So the whole edible is 100 milligrams, and it's put into 10 milligram pieces. So they say 10 milligrams is like one dose of cannabis. So usually, it depends on how seasoned you are. Someone who never smoked ever, they'll feel 10, 20 milligrams. They'll be fucked up. But like someone that smokes daily, they're gonna need at least 50 to 100 milligrams to get fucked up. And it's like the edibles is tricky too, because it's like you eat it and then it doesn't affect in like an hour. But then there's other ones that act faster. There's like a lot of variables with edibles. Yeah.
I take a 2 milligram thing of nicotine, right? I take 2 of them. So I take 4 milligrams and I bite this wafer just a little bit, so I'm getting a microdose, and it keeps me so focused. Now, if I were to take that whole 2 milligram tablet and like chew it all at once, I would be like flying around like a freaking cokehead. I would be like literally like I'm on Coca-Cola running around like like crazy. So it's pretty much a similar. Like if you were to take a 10 milligram and take a little nibble of it, you could get almost like a micro dose.
Yeah.
The other thing with edibles is they also make them with shatter and hash rosin now. Yes. So it's even more potent. Woo-woo. So as I feel like as time goes, they even put distillate in some
well, that's
cooking
the
things.
That's the thing, distillate is super easy to cook with. It's ideal to cook with because it's 99% THC. So it's easy to dose that out. It's already extracted, but the problem is it's only THC. It's a THC isolate. So you don't get the other cannabinoids. You don't get that entourage effect with the CBD and the CBG and all the other cannabinoids. So that's why whole plant medicine is really like the best, because all the cannabinoids work together. So now they're making like edibles with rosin and hash rosin. And that's full spectrum. If you make edibles with RSO, FICO, they're gonna be a lot stronger than the edibles you make with like distillate, because it's whole plant and it has everything in the plant. It's not just one piece of the plant. But yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks for the info. Hey, this, Lefty. I got to get hopping because I have that environmental meeting at 7:30. So thank you for having me on, guys.
Hey, man, take it
easy. No problem. Have a good night.
All right.
Good night, Joe.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
How y'all doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty stoned.
Nice.
Getting there.
I think I'm still stoned from 420, actually.
Giving away edibles. Medman was giving away edibles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know who Medman was.
Me neither.
I'm like, oh, Medman.
That's who that was.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Medman.
I mean, either. Dude showed up. I saw his sweater. I complimented on his sweater because it was like the Harvest Cup sweater. So I seen that before, and I was like, "Yo, you look sick." And then, yeah, he was over by my table and he gave me some gummies. Actually, I haven't tried those gummies. I just put them in my backpack.
Hey, Lefty.
I forgot I had them.
Hey, Lefty, did we ever figure out who that guy was on YouTube? With the funny name. What was it? Eat shite. Eat shite.
Eat shite, you hippie. No, wait. Eat.
What?
Where was that? Yeah, what the heck was that? Who is that
Did
guy?
we figure out who that was?
No, he's not from Jersey. He's from like out west somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Where was that? Is he on? Is he trolling us today? No.
That was hilarious. You missed out, man. He had a lot of good info though.
He was a smart guy.
Speaking of identity people.
Yeah, but the rally was awesome. That was like the best one. We actually had vendors. We had tables set up all on the lawn. It was good.
It was a
Felt
good time.
free. No one needed a card.
Nope.
Everybody was invited.
Yup.
And then there wasn't even any cops. The only cop that came out helped us, right?
Yeah. It looked like she was being arrested, but
yeah. The cop was actually helping us.
he was helping, not hurting, for a change. It was good. That was fun. Dr. Uma was amazing.
Yeah, I'm so
Wow.
Shout out to Dr. Uma.
Yeah,
really. Dr. Uma, she reached out to me. She's awesome. I've met her in my travels to New England, to the Boston Freedom Rally, and And she's actually, you know, when my buddy Anthony had cancer, you know, that was when I first was getting into the you know, cannabis advocacy world, and I met Dr. Uma, and I called, you know, I talked to her through Facebook, you know, I asked her, you know, how to use cannabis to help my friend that had cancer, you know, like there's like an exact thing with RSO, you know, I was just getting into it really, the medical side, and you know, she helped me, she talked to me on the phone, she was awesome, and then right now when I started making this the I support Dover cannabis I support cannabis businesses in Dover. She saw that. She's a friend on Facebook, and she called me. She just calls me on Facebook all of a sudden. I'm like, Dr. Uma's calling me. What? So I was like, hello, Dr. Uma. And then, you know, she was like, she wants to be involved, you know, because Dr. Uma, she's actually from New Jersey. She's from up here in North Jersey by us. So that's so she wants to come back to her home state and share what she has learned with cannabis, because she's been in the cannabis industry up in Massachusetts up there, you know. So that's where her practice is. Her what is it?
Who's the guy with her? What's his name?
That was his son.
Her son.
Her son.
Her son. Yeah.
Savaji.
Same last name.
Yeah, that's his.
I'm trying to find him, or at least tag him and put his name up there.
I don't have him.
Did I spell his name right?
I
don't even know.
I'll try to find him through on Uma's thing.
Yeah.
But he, you know, he's uplifting
health.
Okay.
and wellness.
Uplifting health and wellness.
Uplifting
Nice.
health and wellness out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. You know, she helps patients use cannabis in their daily lives. You know,
and it's good because she's using this this information she has, and trying to, you know, maybe get into a politician's ear, and maybe, you know, it'd be good if
I mean, they went to Harvard.
Yeah,
that's good, right?
Yeah, it's just
they'll listen to someone from Harvard before they listen to us.
They might, yeah, better chance with that.
Her resume is pretty impressive.
And she's so good. She's like really wonderful speaker, very friendly, very engaging, very compassionate
so nice.
And helpful.
She's
so
compassionate and nice.
Her thing is educate, embrace, empower. Dr. Uma says that cannabis is an exit drug from pharmaceuticals and alcohol.
Hold on, before we play Dr. Uma, we have to go back here. Pat Duff's triggered.
What happened?
He says, "Stop hating." He says,
from the other guy.
This guy's a douche. He calls him a douchebag.
Oh my god.
He says your stepdaughter would tell you to shut the F up. Oh, wow! Oh my god.
That's a good one.
Wait a minute, Pat. Pat's great. Wait.
Yeah, get him on the line.
He was calling me during the interview, but I couldn't pick up.
Yo, pass the peak.
That's funny. Oh yeah, here we go.
I got some Rosine, I think, somewhere.
Hello.
Hi, Pat Duff. How are you, buddy?
Yo.
I'm good.
Yo.
Who the fuck was that guy?
That was Joe Rulo. He ran for.
Who the fuck is that guy?
He was almost your governor.
He wants to be the governor, bro.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. He's like, yeah, I'm an activist. You know, Ed Fortune, you know, he has to recognize me as an activist. So I said, you know, I'm an investigative journalist. So I did a little search for Joseph Rudy Rulo and the word marijuana, and it came back as far as 2016. Oh, you've been a long-time fighter there, big guy. Thanks. Yeah, well, Ed Fortune was spending 1,200 days in jail in the 90s and going around in a weed van telling people to legalize marijuana when it was as unpopular as possible.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, you put the time in there, big papa. He can't find a black market dealer, and he's mad that Ed told him to come suck his wiener. He could probably go over to Weed Man's shop if he wants.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
He didn't say that. He said, "Suck my unwiped."
Like that guy.
He said, "Suck my unwiped a-hole." That's what he said.
So he's looking for a salad tossing.
Ed, that's what Ed told him.
Exactly.
Either or, he can go through the taint or the front or the back. He can lick the fucking shit though, because it's funny because he went from saying how he's how dangerous he is and how bad he is to everybody needs to do what he's doing for everything to work really the way it should. I mean,
it doesn't work both ways. It doesn't work that way.
No, because the dude is putting his ass out there and does it. And the other thing is, he's like, he's the only one, and talking about how, it's so funny how a white guy is mad that for once a black guy is using race for his advantage. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
It's kind of crazy because he's also fine with everybody else that's doing it, like delivering cookies and delivering this, delivering that. He's fine with everybody else.
He's also fine with weed men.
He's just jealous. It's just contradicting. I can't understand.
He's jealous. Something happened. Weed man. Listen, to be honest. You say something, he gonna say something back. I mean, that's the way he is. I mean, you couldn't even put him in jail without him saying something. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's got the prosecutors on the side of his building laying on the ground.
Dude, let me say, seeing that mural this weekend on 420 was like fucking magical. I don't even know what the fuck. How to feel. Like, it was a fucking magical moment seeing that fucking mural, and then with all the weed vendors, and we're smoking weed and having just a great time. It was
listen,
great.
Listen, guys, I have to say, with all due, I really would like to have a conversation with him. I'd like to have a little debate with Mr. Rudy Rulo. I would, because I'd like to ask him what he's risked when he's done it. You got it. Where's your resume, homie?
Well, he sold CBD.
Yeah.
he was selling CBD oil, right?
Let me
oil.
That I don't know where it was sourced from, but
rated by the DEA. Yeah, I've been personally rated by the DEA 6 times.
Ow.
6. They've taken hundreds of pounds of marijuana, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They've beaten my ass. All right. And guess what? I opened up again. All right. And by the way,
the cops.
Him saying that there's no other people doing it. Well, there is another guy. His name's Mo, who just got raided last week in Trenton by the Trenton PD, who instead of shutting down, opened up location number 2, and now has 2 locations he's operating as medical marijuana, or as dispensaries in New Jersey. So in Trenton, you have 3 dispensaries, you have like 5 or 6 delivery services, and you know why you have the other ones? Only because of Ed.
He's breaking down doors.
None of them would have had that idea. Sorry.
Well, everybody had the idea, but nobody wanted to execute it.
No one had the balls to do it, right?
Ed
no one had the balls to do it.
Here's the thing: he was already doing it for 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. The issue I have with people that are coming out like this, like saying, "Oh, I can't believe he's doing it." He was doing it at the risk of prosecution, still doing it at the risk of prosecution, and doing it openly and lovingly. Okay, is he an asshole sometimes? Sure. That's why they're making a TV show about him. I mean, listen, I've known him. We opened dispensaries together. I flew him out to LA. We've been through a lot together. So and to the point where sometimes it wasn't good, but I got to give him his props where they're due. And I can't give Rudy Rulo his props where they're due because I can't find them. I just looked for them. And that's my issue with something like that. Listen, here, I can put my activism resume and I'll put it up with anybody with cannabis. Till this day, I make sure that good cannabis flows all over the place. Trust me, I'm part of it.
Amen.
So yeah, Rudy Rulo. I don't know what you do, bro. If you're listening, like, do yourself a favor. Just go back and listen to what you said. You basically said that this guy's doing something that you're so. And on your Twitter, you say, let me read his.
Damn, Puff did the whole
really
on his Twitter.
No.
I don't even have.
What do you say on Twitter?
Man, you kidding me? You kidding me? You think, give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I could find anybody. He's an entrepreneur and actor, right? So Here's what he says. By the way, he has like a 5-part thing where he does part 1. Weed man has been selling marijuana out of his restaurant across the street from the State House in Trenton. It's national news, everyone knows. He decided to bypass the corrupt, rigged, unaffordable license process. I agree, and everyone should, at Governor Murphy, which is crazy, right? Because he's on there saying how, he didn't like weed man. But check number 2. So he's very good at contradicting himself. Part 2, Governor Murphy, he says only rich white men get licensed to sell marijuana. Anyone who's connected with money to Murphy gets a marijuana dispensary if they pay to play the game, weed man. However, I can assure you no white man is selling marijuana across the street from the State House, part 3, without being raided by the AG's office, tagging Governor Murphy in this. You want him to get raided? So stop with the racist statements talking about weed man. All New Jersey business entrepreneurs should be able to sell marijuana like weed man does across the street from the governor's office out of their business location, white or black. Yeah, this is what he says. So if you go to his Twitter, so that was part 3. He goes right to part 5. Where's part 4?
I don't know how he's gonna do being governor after.
Opposed the marijuana legalization bill. Now he benefits from while I fought to legalize for the freedom. Listen. I'm going to read this slowly. Weed man opposed the marijuana legalization bill. He now benefits from while I fought to legalize for freedom, not profit. When the jerk off just talked about he was trying to open a dispensary.
Yeah, he said he had the connection. You just need some.
And
then you know what? And that speaks what he just said. What he openly admitted to was, if you have a lobbyist or a friend that's in the inside, you can definitely get that. And then that's part of the whole situation. That is part of the problem that he just admitted to.
Check it out. He admits, number 1, the way for you to do it is basically doing it and just open up and doing it, right? And then says, these licenses are too expensive. Then comes on here and says basically, weed man, since he opposed the legalization bill, he benefits from, but I was supporting it and I don't want to profit from it. I don't give a shit if you profit from it. I've got friends in jail. I've got friends in jail for a long time.
That would die for the opportunity.
I've had friends murdered for marijuana. Here's what I want. I want marijuana so free and readily available that it's the same value as cauliflower.
Yeah.
And you know why? I want you to tell me one person in your life that's ever been killed or murdered over cauliflower.
Exactly.
And cauliflower is harder to grow than marijuana. So, like, when's the last time you heard about the great cauliflower murders?
Yeah.
You feel me? That's just where 100%. It's at. Listen, when you keep the street value on this stuff like the dispensaries are doing, and, it is what it is. That's where we're at right now. And that's why you pay so much for pounds and everything. This dispensaries could change the entire game if they drop their prices.
Oh, yeah. You
know what I mean? But they don't. So, Mr. Rudy Rulo, I'm going to do you a favor. Maybe if you give me a different name to search the news stories for, I could find something else. But I've, like I said, I think you should just, do yourself a favor and just I did an Oprah request, right?
Oh, yeah. What happened with that?
So I'm waiting for the results. But I want to this is what I want to explain to everybody. Like, when you do an Oprah request, right, and they say no to something, you can fight that. You can argue it, and you can get more information. So I'll tell you what I got, which is really interesting. So the contact tracing in New Jersey has like a big manual. It's like 100 and something page manual that teaches contact tracers how to do their thing. There's over 20 something hours of videos for contact tracers to watch to become a contact tracer. So they got hundreds of pages to read, and they got this, hundreds of, or all these hours of video to watch to become a contact tracer. But they have these scripts that they all use that the state refused to give me. They wouldn't give me any of the scripts. Like when you call, like what's the script you go to when somebody, has contact? What's the script you go to when somebody says they don't want to give contacts? They have scripts for everything. And they said that they were, they couldn't give them because they could be used to defraud people and blah, blah, blah. So I argued to the court. I said, absolutely not. I said, number one, it's such a ambiguous and vague process right now. Nobody knows what they say. How could I use their scripts when people wouldn't know what a contact tracer says when they call anyway, right? Would you know?
I'd like to know. I have a right.
I'd like to know. So the judge, not the judge, actually, it was actually the attorney for the other side, without the judge actually ordering them to release the redacted versions. So I'll have the scripts to all the contact tracing scripts coming up. But one of the most important things I learned was that even if somebody says, yeah, we're not going to give you no information, I'm not telling you any contacts I've had, kiss off, have a great day, they mark that as a completed contact, and they just walk away from it.
That's right. Person exercised their rights.
Yeah, but for them, it's just another completed phone call, and that's all they're doing. They're not contact fucking tracing.
Nah, it's a joke.
They're not. Yeah, it's a joke. It's just a way to. And it was funny because last year I was like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking trace me, all this stuff. And now I'm thinking like these are the same idiots that have been running the world for a long time in the country, and they're just still idiots. Thank God. And they just want to milk the crap out of the system. You know what I mean? So hopefully when I get these scripts, we'll know what they say to a person, you know, and that will be nice to know because for me, I think shutting down the country is definitely something we should ask questions about.
I mean, no one's answering them too.
What's that?
No one's answering them either.
No.
So it's not like the.
Take the jab, wear the mask, shut up.
I know I'd answer when they called me. I'm like, oh.
Let me tell you, here's a good question for you. If having COVID-19, right, which they admit there's antibodies that people have, and what do? They want you to go to the hospital so they can collect these antibodies so they can use them to fight COVID-19 in other patients, correct? Am I right about this part?
Yeah, they use it's supposedly use antibodies to figure out, I guess, the vaccine or use it in the vaccine or some sort. I think.
Oh yeah,
that's
okay. So check it out. So the human body who gets COVID, who creates antibodies to fight the vaccine, you're telling me that by me having COVID, right? That somehow I don't build a response to it, but taking something that isn't COVID, I build a response to COVID. Right? It doesn't make any sense. Your body builds a response to what you had. And that's why they're taking people's antibodies out of their bodies so they can't fight it anymore. And if they get it again, you know.
Wait. So, what? They're taking antibodies. When you take the antibody test, they take the antibodies out of you? What?
When they're actually taking blood plasma of people who had COVID to use their antibodies in creating, both making new drugs, but also in giving transfusions to people.
Huh.
Okay, so if your body is creating antibodies against the COVID virus, why would you then need a vaccine if you already have it? Right? Why would you need? Why are we going to need another vaccine in 6 months? Yeah. And then what happens in 6 months after that? Do I need another one?
It's going to be like the flu.
Yeah, and hey, and how's this for? They say that the flu is disappeared. It's actually it's gone from basically the face of the fucking earth. Now, what they base this upon, and this is the beauty of it, are masks. This is what they're saying, that the wearing of masks somehow stopped the influenza-like illness known as the flu in its tracks, but the COVID illness still ran rampant at the same time. You know, folks, it makes no logical sense. If Spock was alive, his head would completely explode. You know, your whole, remember, Lefty? Okay, here's a good question. If I'm contact tracing, and it would be very similar to, right? If I say, who just say, it'd be very similar to a 1990s pot bust. Come on, you know who you're with. Who were you with last night smoking this shit, you know? Come on, you know. A bunch more of them people who got that COVID. I mean, the cannabis.
I don't answer questions.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's happening here. This is a control system, a mechanism of control, and thank God that Rudy Rulo is not our fucking governor. That's all I'll say.
How do you think it's going to go when they do the contract tracing calls? What do you think they'll say? Like if you ring the phone and I pick up, hello, hi, this is Lefty. Hi, hello.
Hi, my name is Patrick. I'm calling from the state of New Jersey in the contact tracing program. May I speak to Edward Lefty Grimes?
Yeah, I'm right here. Hi.
Hi, Lefty. Is it true that you put your penis in a hooker last night? Wait, that's a different call. I'm sorry. That's the herpes contact tracing call we have.
Oops.
Sorry, wrong person.
Wrong number.
No, you know how I think it'll go? I think it's going to be something like, it's going to be interrogatory. And I think that's why they don't want you to see it. I think it's going to be a violation of several.
Does this mean it's dead?
I think it's going to show that HIPAA, if you could take HIPAA and do anything more with it, you might only be able to wipe your anus with it after we read these contact tracing scripts.
It definitely has to be a violation of some sort of rights, privacy rights and stuff, because they're gonna ask you who were you with, and who was who was that person with, who's that person live in a house with, and how many people live in that household, and where have they been, where do they work, where do they go, where do their kids go to a school, where do they,
And so, and I saw this at the beginning, right? So, oh my God, it's like COVID affects black people at a higher rate. Okay, wait. No. Let's be honest here. The system of the way the society lives is they force bad crap in black communities, malt liquor, alcohol, more stress, jail, all kinds of stuff, stress people out and they die younger, right? So if you highlight people dying younger, right, through whatever, you can say, okay, this is affecting, all the things affect black people more. You understand? Not just COVID, not just anything. You can say anything because they die at a younger rate from almost every single thing across the board.
Right. There's less insurance coverage. There's just
less access,
that's what
there's less.
It bugs my. It just kills me when I hear white explaining.
Not only that, but also a lot of these people live off government assistance, so they already are in the system. It's easier to track them down. It's easier to figure out any information off them, pretty much.
All right, so I'm going to do you guys. Right now, I am on a news aggregating site called newspaper.com. And what I did is I searched Joseph Rudy Rulo and the word.
Still looking up Joe Rulo.
And the word marijuana.
No, look up CBD.
Yeah.
CBD?
Yeah.
Okay, how about I just take out any word and just Joseph Rudy Rulo in here?
There you go.
And we'll see when he comes up.
He was like an actor or something.
Yeah, he's an actor.
He's an actor. There's 114 matches in here, folks. So there is some Joseph Rudy Rulo in here. We're going to try to get to the latest from 2012. So he's in a newspaper from 2012 all the way till today.
Wow.
Running for a lot of Trump stuff. I see. But when I put Joseph Rudy Rulo and let's do CBD, as you say, CBD. Nothing. Not a thing. Let's go marijuana. And we're doing newspapers.com. Okay, he's got six matches here. 6 matches. The first one is from December of 2018. All right, so November 20th of 2016. I apologize. I was wrong there. And it's him basically saying that he does support marijuana. Let's see what it says. Actually, it doesn't say that. It doesn't. Oh,
It doesn't say that.
Here we go.
Never mind.
It doesn't. It's not him. It's not him supporting marijuana. It's somebody in the same article using the name word marijuana. So Joseph did not do anything there for marijuana.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's it. No, I'm not kidding. So let's see.
Stop. What does it say?
I'm saying that let's see, here we go. It does say here that he does favor the complete legalization of marijuana. This is in December 18th of 2016. So at least as of December 18th of 2016, when Joseph Rudy Rulo, it looks here, has about a 79% head of gray hair, he has finally come out in his adult life for legalization of marijuana publicly. And I appreciate that. So, and what did he call Weed Man Grandpa?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. So listen, Joseph, I want to invite you to just do yourself a favor. Just go back and listen to yourself. Dude, just go open a place. If you grab your, when people used to come up to me in Los Angeles, I opened dispensaries in Los Angeles in a situation like very similar to now in New Jersey, very gray area, right? And they would always say, Pat, well, how do you do it? What's the first thing you do, I'm like, let me ask you a question. I said, your testicles, how are they? Excuse me? I said, are they large and brass? Because you're going to need a big set of brass balls to deal with the DEA when they come in here and they try to arrest you and harass you, Weed Man, he says he treats cops with disrespect, What's more disrespectful than arresting somebody and putting them in jail? So that's kind of where I'm at, so, but listen, guys, enjoy your evening. It was good to speak to you, and appreciate all the activism you guys do. Last night we killed it, by the way, in North Haledon.
Oh, that was amazing, by the way. Yeah.
That was beautiful. We got on the table the cannabis ordinance.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why do you know why I think they tabled it, by the way? I think two reasons. Number one, the visit Hugh offered was big because they'd probably never been offered a visit before.
That was
never
one.
Sought it out.
Yeah, that was one.
Yeah.
And the other was...
Now I want to check this out.
Get some free weed, maybe.
And then and that's the thing is you don't know when somebody's going to be has been touched, and generally a lot of people now have been touched by cannabis very personally.
Yeah.
And for her to come out, the council person, and say how one of her own friends or family was saved, their lives were saved.
Yeah.
Multiple
sclerosis, in a wheelchair. I know that story, and it's a very sad story, and you're not going to unsee that.
And I think it helped, me pointing out that as a township, I couldn't find anywhere on the internet where they had taken a vote if the township wanted a dispensary or not. And them as elected officials, are going against the will of the people, since I could find the vote that the township said they wanted legal marijuana.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Duff.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So I put an Oprah request in for Dover, trying to figure out how many, the vote count for marijuana in Dover, and I got a letter back from them saying that they don't have that information.
You don't need to. Go Dover, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Contact Mike Davis.
Mike Davis has the numbers?
Mike Davis. He can get it for you. He'll get it for you.
Okay.
He does it right there. He has a screen, a spreadsheet. He does.
I think he was there. He's the reporter that did the thing, right? Yeah,
he's really good.
I talked to him. He was cool. Because I put an Oprah request in, and I just got that back.
You got to go to the clerk. You got to go to the county clerk, and then
I did.
They'll give you the numbers, and
did.
you can break them down in spreadsheets, or it's hard to read.
Oh, they have it's
hard to read.
They won't just give it to me in the request, because I went on OprahMachine.com.
Here's the way it works. So if you ask them for something that they have to generate, they don't have to do it. If you ask them for something that's already made or created. You understand? So if you say, hey, I want you to generate me a list of these things, they can say basically kiss off. But there already all are lists, county lists of votes per town. They're just broken down different ways. Yeah. You could just say, can I have a list of all county votes, broken down per town? And if they say, well, we don't have them like that, how do you have them available? And they have to answer you. We have them available, for the whole county. Perfect. Whatever you have, give it to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So what happens is the back and forth on the Oprah request is really important. I've had several requests that were completely denied that after a couple back and forths I've gotten. Right now I have 4 cases in court, 4 different places in New Jersey courts because they didn't want to give up Oprah, we call it Department of Health. I have the Department of Environmental Protection. I have Stockton University. You know. So, let me tell you something about Oprah too. Is the lawyers love it because if they deny your request, the lawyer will take your case for free. And you're not going to get much out of it except for a smile, and you'll get the information you want. But if they think it's a good case, you could also make case law and just make it easier for other people to access records. So, but so enjoy your night. I'm going to go spend some time with my new. I got a new car.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you gonna be playing Ice Ice Baby in it?
Yo, no joke. My license plate is gonna say Ice Baby. So I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna do my hair. I'll have a little what do you call it? A little blonde streak.
Oh my god.
And guess what? And since I've invested in the club in Miami, I will be down in Miami where Vanilla Ice lives.
Oh, you're investing in the Weed Man's joint there?
I am.
Nice.
We're gonna have to make a trip down to Miami.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a blast.
It looks great. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's cool though. Is the area? Because the area is it's very artsy. There's a bunch of these little Lime scooters you can just ride around to other places, go to a different restaurant, and then come back, and So it's just it's a good environment. You know what I mean? A little bit different than Trenton.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys.
Hey man, thanks for coming out. And
Patrick Duff.
Wow,
man. He's got Joe Rulo in the crosshairs.
He's
Look
fucking
out.
awesome, man.
That's so funny. Joe Rulo, look out, man. Wow. Wow, it's too funny. We were talking about Dr. Uma, and let's just play some of her speech here. It was really inspiring and amazing. Hold on here. This is great. This is really good.
And by the way, if anyone has questions, we're in Boston. Like
Don't
I said,
take the brown acid. Oh no, wait, that's
so. If anyone has questions
wrong
on the
video.
Industry, the medical side, growing side, anything.
This is Shiraz. Is that his name?
Thank you.
Savaji. And that's her son. We have to find him. Look him up.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Can I hear you say hello?
Hello.
A little louder, Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
Dr. Uma is back here. I'm very proud to be here, and I thank each of you because it's about you. And if somebody had ever told me, Dr. Uma, you're going to be talking about this plant all over the world, I would have said, what kind of drugs have you been doing? But I'm very proud to do what I do today. But this journey didn't happen overnight. I first learned about the endocannabinoid system about 11 years ago. And it was because of my mother. And my mother saw a TV program, and I could still hear her saying, they're using ganja. But I knew what ganja was. And I beelined it into the bedroom. And it was a TV program about how cannabis was used in Israel for COPD, asthma, lung cancer, and PTSD. Did not compute. I'm a physician, over 25 years of formal education, 40 years of research, and I had never, ever learned about the endocannabinoid system. I had learned about the respiratory system, the cardiac system, the reproductive system, the neurological system, but never, ever about the endocannabinoid system. I never got to use this plant for my mother. And I guess that's what makes me so passionate about speaking about it. Because there's an injustice. Because this is not new. This plant is 600 million years old with the system. The plant itself is thousands.
I didn't know that. Wait, 600 million? I thought it was like 10,000 years. Now I need to talk to her. I want to know more about that.
Yeah.
Because we grew up with this plant, right?
Yeah, I did a little bit of research of it. And
it's like, how old's the Wall of China?
Yeah, even before that, because the Chinese actually got it from like the Indians, I guess, because they made the hashish, I guess. And then through trading, I guess, it ended up in China, and then from China it just.
Dude, that's what that temple ball is. Remember that temple ball, the hash ball?
Yeah.
That's what they did in like the Himalayan mountains. The Indian people there, they would go up on the mountain, and there's literally fields. The whole side of the mountain is weed.
Yeah.
And they just literally grab all the plants with their hands, and they get all the trichomes and stickiness on their hands, and then they ball it up in their hands and make a little ball of hash and make a little brick of hash, and then they go sell it down in town. But,
what are they called? There's a name for that.
It's chakra or some shit like that.
Yeah. Temple balls.
It's a temple ball.
Yeah.
It's a temple ball, but then it's like it's like the scissor hash. When you harvest, when you touch the plant and you're trimming, you get all that shit on your hands. You can get it. You can get it off the scissors, and you make it. That's the old school hash. That's the first concentrate. But yeah, that's what that temple ball is.
Yeah, I mean, we can make speculation that even in the Bible, it's been brought up and pretty much several times. Not directly, but so it definitely has a lot of history.
Hash assassins, the OG mercenary. Yeah, it's hashish. What? Hashish means assassin. Came from the word assassin.
Oh shit!
Because all the assassins, I guess, used to wear and use hashish. I don't know.
Hash is awesome, bro.
Yeah.
We're smoking some hash now. We have hash rosin.
I love rosin.
And now people are making bubble hash, ice water extraction, solventless. They're not using butane or any other solvent. They're using just ice water, and to make hash. And then once they make the hash, they squish it to make rosin, and then you can dab it. And that's like the best concentrate there is out there. Solventless, super potent. And
I'm super stoned. I'm looking at my mixer. I'm like, oh fuck! What am I doing? Why is this gone? Oh, it's not on.
I just love hash. So.
Oh God.
The hashish.
The hashish.
Even if you don't use cannabis, someone may greatly benefit from it. Hey, let's go back to Dr. Uma. We're in the middle here.
Thousands of years old. I'm originally from India, and I have my father here with me, and my son here with me. I call them my bookends in my life. My father did not approve of this plant when I first discovered it, but today he is very proud of me, and it joins me to talk about this, because everybody needs to know that we have an endocannabinoid system. It was after my mother passed, and she passed because of a lung disease known as idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. Fancy term for we don't know what caused your lung disease. She had never smoked. She had never worked in an occupation. She had never ate red meat. She was never overweight. She did all the so-called right things. My mom had diabetes. She had thyroid problems. She had high cholesterol. She had Lyme's disease, and she died of lung disease. Again, there's genetic components, there's environmental components, and there's also emotional components. And we all have all of those, no matter where you are. I call cannabis the entrance to a better quality of life and an exit from pharmaceuticals, narcotics, alcohol, and nicotine. Yes, it's the exit drug, guys, not the entrance drug or the gateway drug. It's an entrance to a better quality of life. And your zip code should not be what allows you to access this medicine. State by state, we are getting medical programs. New Jersey is the 14th state to have a legal program. Very proud. I want to come back and help you guys, because the 3 words that I use are educate, embrace, and empower. And I'm proud. I'm very proud that all of my patients know about the endocannabinoid system. I can't say that right now about all of my colleagues yet, but we're going to work on it. That's right. Yes, we are. And the philosophy is reach one, teach 10. Teach one, reach 10. And I've been doing this for a decade, and I'm proud because we've reached billions of people, but we need 7 billion people to know about this. So I ask everybody, please open your hearts. You don't need to use this medicine, but you know somebody that can benefit from it. Open your minds, because we all have an endocannabinoid system. This will allow people to open doors for a better doctor-patient relationship. And that's what this is about, folks. Because all patients are not doctors, but all doctors are patients. And we need to understand that. No matter where you are or who you are, we all have an exit date, an expiration date. And I want people to also die with dignity. That's the other reason that this plant can be used. Because death and dying is eventual for all of us. When we hear cancer at any age, cannabis must be a first-line option. I will repeat that again. Cannabis must be a first-line option when we hear the word cancer, because it can be used with any form of treatment, and patients should be allowed to grow their own medicine, and it should be allowed in your own backyard. And as Sivaji said, the farmers are very, very important, because this plant can save the world. This plant is for people, it's for pets, it's for the planet, it's for peace and for profit. And that profit is not just money, folks, it's your health and wellness. And you got only one life to live. Live it to the best. And I want to say thank you all. I love you very much. I'm here at Uplifting Health and Wellness. I'm licensed in Massachusetts, Maine, Connecticut, Washington, and now in Georgia. I plan to get my Jersey license, and I will be back. I will be back. And I plan to educate, embrace, and empower all of you. God bless you all. Thank you very much. God bless.
Awesome.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to, future events. Because, we want to do more like community education events. I'm going to bring her on.
I know 2 people that signed up to see her already.
Really? Awesome.
One of our board members.
Okay.
I won't say who yet, but yeah.
She's cool, man. So hopefully, she can come back to Jersey, and she's going to be, a major resource to us, spreading, cannabis knowledge, and she's great. She's awesome. And we're talking to the aldermen in Dover. We want to do a Dover cannabis festival. So maybe she can be there and do a little speech.
Yeah, let's do Dover Cannabis Festival.
The guy seems down. He gave us the number. We just gotta, I guess, figure it out with him.
I would like to sit down with all of them. Maybe we can get us 3, maybe Hugh in, maybe Dr. Uma, and get like a table meeting,
Yeah.
I'm sure they got a big table in there that we can,
Look, they shut streets down for booze. They shut towns down. They block off streets for booze. People to get drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, they do it. They do it at Germania Park. They have that festival.
They do that stuff, right? So
yeah,
let's do that. Let's do what they do for booze. Let's do that for weed.
Yeah, we're going out to the cleanup this weekend.
Nice.
So hopefully, we can talk to them even more.
Oh, that was fun.
Because the cleanup, that made major impact. Because we were there. We're not just on Facebook anymore. We're in your face, smoking a joint.
Yeah, come out.
I like that guy.
If you see us, and you might get a joint.
What was his name?
Edward Carrera.
Yes, Carrera. And,
anybody in Morris County, we're doing a Dover cleanup, 8 o'clock at the town hall. Got free joints. 8 to 11. We're cleaning up streets. It's gonna be sick.
A lot of fun.
Got people coming. Marley's wife is volunteering.
Really? She's coming up to Dover?
Yeah. She hit me up the other day, wanting to get involved and volunteer. I'm like, yeah, come on, get all the help we can get.
I tell you, I miss Marley.
Me too, man.
Really bad.
Yeah.
And then seeing Mary and Maura at the rally.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't even talk after that. That was inspiring. Mary and Maura going up there and just letting it rip. They were both nervous because they never did that before.
It's nerve-wracking, man.
Especially Maura. She's never done it before, and she killed it. She crushed it. It was like, man, that's your dad. I mean, it affects me. I can't imagine how it affects her, but, she's using her dad's, what you would call it, spirit. I felt like his spirit there.
Yeah, following in his footsteps.
To make, to inspire others. And to help others.
Keeping that alive.
Keep it going. Keep that message of compassion, man. That message won't ever die. It was amazing. And all that stuff will fall into place. The wheelchair access, like we always say.
Yep. So. And it's slowly showing.
I gotta get out of here.
It's slowly showing, like some of these council people, maybe at least one of the people in the council will, will speak up. Now we'll have people that will speak up.
Yeah, I get choked up thinking.
Happy 422.
Happy 422. What a party.
Be safe, man.
So that was a great moment. That was the highlight for me. I'd like to play that actually. I don't have that queued up yet, but. Oh. Hello, you're on the air.
Lefty, I'm on the air.
Hi, Hugh. How are you, buddy?
What's up, Hugh?
How you doing? Hello, Chris and Chris. What's going on?
Not much.
Not much, bro. Chris just left. Well, Chris just left. Chris Amada is here.
Oh, hey, Chris.
How you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, everybody did a great job. I got to say the 420 event was a great time.
Oh,
it's nice to get together with everybody, and everybody was positive, and I just love you guys. So I want you to know that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, too, man, for the work that you do, and showing up to the towns, helping us out, too. Well, helping everybody out.
Not a problem. We're in this together, right? That's what it comes down to. It's the cannabis community is a big community, right? And we can all work together. We all have I think at the end of the day, we all want to get to the same place, even though we all have our different angles. But I think they're all good angles. I like everybody that, it's a coalition, right? Like, that's the whole thing of Coalition of Medical Marijuana with Ken Wolski. He kind of created that community with that. So I'm just happy to be part of it, and I'm happy to have learned as much as I have over these and 10 plus years at this point. It feels like, I think it is. So it's great to be around you guys. So wanted to let you know too, I just left the Lacey Township Committee meeting.
You did? You went to Lacey Township?
Dude.
What?
Dude. Yes, I did. Thankfully, and I felt so glad. I had some of my fellow union brothers and sisters go with me today.
Yes.
Since I knew that nobody was going to go. So I was like, I had backup. Don't worry. I had the rat. I have the rat right in the trunk, ready to blow up. Don't worry.
You brought heat.
So let me kind of give you some background. Then I'll, I don't want to hold up your show. I'll just let you know what's going on. Very conservative, lots of senior citizens there. And I mean senior citizens, not, 60 years old. I'm talking about like 80s, and it's the devil type of stuff. They're definitely against adult use 100%. What they did do, though, which was interesting, is they had an add-on to allow medical. So during public comment, now not every single person was against the adult use. There were two other committee men that were like, we should. They didn't say they were for it. They just said we should do some more research before we just blanket ban something, right? So, which was nice, right? I mean, that's better than. So they wanted to table it, and they made a motion to do so, and it was shot down. But there's open-mindedness there outside of just medical, which is good for the industry as a whole. But they're only allowing just retail, which is good. It's good for medical. That's good. They're putting in the industrial area, but they're not going to. I don't think they're going to allow any other form of medical industry in the town. So on my end, as a union, representative, I am going to make the ask at the other meeting to at least expand the medical side of it, allow retail, but also allow manufacturing, wholesaling, all that stuff, because that can help micro licenses too, right? If they allow, even if we can allow micro, levels, that's better than nothing, right? So that allows cultivation, and that offers more opportunity for medicine for patients. So maybe there's a way around this, to make it more of an opportunity to expand.
Here's my question now, because now I have a question now, thinking about what you said, making it only retail. Now, pretty soon now the retail places can have consumption lounge. Now what is going to happen with that in the next couple months or in next year, where it's going to be pretty much built in, right?
That's actually a really good question, and I don't know. So what, from my understanding, is a consumption lounge is kind of from the law. And again, I'm not an expert on the consumption lounge side of it, because it doesn't necessarily affect my lookings of the industry, but it's kind of an add-on that they have to get approved for it. So I don't know if the lounge will be built in directly into a retail facility, but they'll have to go through zoning, right? So that means that when they go to the zoning board, they're going to have to give their layout, and then if they ask, well, what is this big room for, and they say consumption lounge, then people are going to freak out. That's definitely going to happen here in Lacey, no doubt. 100%.
Yeah,
so
that's my thought now on these places now, because this is a new problem that is gonna pop up.
That's actually a really good point. And I don't think a lot of people are thinking about that, but that's actually a really good point of what is going to happen when that happens, specifically with towns that
already have a dispensary,
right? Or they banned adult use, allow medical. They're still going to freak out about that, because what these folks think, the reason they allow medical is they think, okay, they're going to get the medicine and go home, right? Like, that's it. But that's just what they think. I mean, that's not the reality of it. People stay here. They might have a cousin or an aunt or a sister or brother that lives in town, and they're going to hang out and medicate in the town. So it would be good it would be civilized to have an area where patients can medicate responsibly, right? So, and feel comfortable doing so. If they don't want to be, if they don't want to be outside, again, Kuma allows you to smoke in places where you can smoke tobacco, but some folks may not want to do that, right? So, and that's going to be a big issue, though. You're not wrong on that one. So yeah, I don't know what. I know we have Chatham Township on the same day, so I'm thinking about doing both. Being here physically and then jumping on the other one. Don't know yet, but so yeah, we'll see.
Chatham, it's in person, Chatham?
No, that's online.
Yeah.
I looked it up already.
Okay, I thought so.
So I was at the CRC today. I watched that and spoke there as well at the Cannabis Commission.
How's that coming along?
Oh.
I think they're really trying. I don't think Jeff Brown gets enough credit. I feel like he really gives a crap. Like he keeps the meetings moving, gets the agendas ready, makes it about. They really talk a lot about medical, which is good. I think they're just They're doing what they need to do as far as regulatory, getting the stuff away from the Department of Health, getting staff hired. What they're doing is, which is good for patients, is they're taking a lot of the Department of Health staff and they're transferring it over to the commission. So folks who already know and understand the system, folks that already understand the patient base, are going to stay with the patient. So that they're not going to hire a bunch of new people who don't know nothing about the industry or the patient base or the patient concerns or wants or needs. So I do get that feeling from Director Brown. A lot of talk about social equity too today. We had public comment from folks talking about equity and how to get into the industry and how do we deal with MSOs, the multi-state operators for the future. I think they mean well. I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I think they do. I mean, I'm a fan of Diana Waynu personally, because I think what she did for the ACLU when she came up and really pushed social equity, it pushed the conversation a little bit. So I think she's real, and I think that she was probably, out of all of them, she definitely was the best choice to be the chairwoman of that commission. So, but I think they care about equity. I get that feeling that if folks approach them, and equity is a big conversation though, right? So equity is not just about, gender or race. It's also about, I think, patients too, right? Equity within the patient base. People that can't afford their medicine, people that have to pay for delivery if a town bans it. Like, these are the type of things that, how do we get through that, right? So there's lots of different types of equity within this industry that we need to talk about. And I think that they'll listen. I really do. I think if you come with your stuff, and I think if you, just like we do with these council meetings, come prepared, come with your statements, and you come off as professional, I think you'll be heard. I really do. I kind of believe that.
Hugh?
Yeah.
Do you know how many meetings we have on Tuesday?
Oh, my God. What, 5?
Have you looked and seen how many meetings we have on Tuesday?
I have not. How many?
Well, we have 2 on Monday. Manville. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to Manville on Monday. Upper Township on Monday also. On Tuesday, we're going to Sea Isle at 10 a.m. We're going to Passaic.
Oh, shit.
Yes, we're going to
Beach Pizza. Beach Pizza. We're definitely having Beach Pizza at Sea Isle.
It's online. It's online, bro.
Oh.
It's all online. These are all online.
I was so excited for a second.
Wait a minute. You're right. You know what? There's one in person. Let me get to it. All right, here, Tuesday, it's Sea Isle at 10 a.m. Passaic at 5:30. Paramus at 7. These are all not interfering with each other. Then we have Old Bridge at 7:30.
Oh, my God.
Then we have New Providence at 7:30. Then we have Bernard's Township at 8 in person.
Oh, man.
If you want to go up to Bernard's Township.
Oh, my God.
So really, there's 5. There's 5 on Tuesday.
We got to plan that out. We got to talk about that.
Bro, we've done 4. We've done 4 before, twice. Once was a mess. One was perfect. 5 is pushing it, but we have a morning meeting and an early meeting, so that's the first.
Right, that
3,
helps us out.
Yeah, the first 3 are okay. It's the last 2.
All right, well, you better just have that how you had it set up before, where you had different screens going and you knew, like, we all have to communicate again.
Yeah.
Because now the in-person one, man, that's so. I mean, we can figure this out. We'll figure it out. Well, all the patients listening, people, you have to get involved. We need your help.
Yeah.
Too many
somebody from Bernard's Township has to go to these meetings and just do it. Just do it. Let it rip.
We can't clone ourselves, unfortunately. So it's
not yet.
Well, not yet. Exactly. I was just gonna say that. Not yet. I was just gonna say that.
Did you see the monkey using his mind to play Pong on the screen?
No.
Elon Musk.
The video games.
Elon Musk got like a computer, like a chip that you put into your brain. It's supposed to help people in wheelchairs walk again.
Okay.
That's the main purpose.
Okay.
For this technology. And you he hooks it up to his phone or whatever, and then you can see first it teaches you to go through the motions with a joystick. So the monkey's using a joystick to move. It's kind of like table pong. The ball goes back and forth. You move up and down, and he's using the joystick. And then after a while, they take away the joystick, and now he's watching this, and then he's controlling the thing go up and down, and he's playing pong, and they were able to turn it up a level to the monkey.
Wow. And he was going. Wow. All right. We have to watch that video.
Yeah.
All right.
The chip is called Neuralink, or the I guess the company.
And it helps people to walk.
It's gonna be in the future. It's gonna be connected to, I guess, your nervous system, and it's gonna help you walk again. You'll be able to walk. It's kind of using your muscle memory. They kind of what they did with the monkey.
Right.
I guess they'll train you, put a VR set. You're walking on the beach, and you actually use your I don't know. It's some crazy stuff, man. Some crazy stuff.
Well,
just take my brain out of my body and put it in a robot and let me live another 30 years.
Futurama, right? Simpsons creator thought about it already again.
Yeah.
See? Look at it. See, oh man, Simpsons, they know everything.
Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy.
No, I was reading another article. You're talking about monkeys. They put DNA now. In China, they put some human DNA protein or whatever into a monkey
gross
egg.
Yeah.
And
yep.
It's nuts what they're doing. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just glad that we have marijuana at this point. I'm just
yeah. Let's stop right
there. Shit's so crazy at this point. Let's just get down to basics here. So
give us homegrown.
Yeah, I'll take homegrown. I'm good.
I can hide in my basement somewhere under my light. And no one's gonna bother me. Just sit there.
Man.
Oh, gosh.
So I have to introduce you guys to TerraSend and to you guys. I was hoping you guys would get together. I was happy to see them there. That was cool.
No, it's good. Hey, look, industry. While there are bad industry players out there, there absolutely is. But it doesn't have to be that way, right? It just depends on the folks that's why New Jersey. That's why activism is so important. That's why the patient base is still so important. Going to the CRC, putting this stuff on record, saying that we need people because if you care about workers, you care about patients, then hopefully you'll just be good for the community as a whole, right? And then you'll welcome those folks to come to your events, and you'll be happy to see them. It doesn't have to be like there's a boogeyman. There are some bad ones. There's no doubt about it. I'm not saying there's not. There's some really bad ones, but there are also some decent ones too. And TerraSend, look, I would love to sit down with TerraSend and have the conversation of how we can make real social equity within the working class, because that's real social equity. When working people are paid a living wage, when they have health care and retirement, when they have a voice on the job, and you're part of a labor union, that's what that creates. And you're putting your money where your mouth is. So I just, I hope TerraSend wants to talk too. It would be a good thing.
Yeah, LPA, right?
Well, they say they have an LPA. I don't know. They're not talking to me. We're the cannabis union, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's have that conversation. That's great, man. I want to, because they reached out to me after a while, and they want to help the patients. That's what they said to me. So, I'm more than willing to help. We have a whole group of patients. Our whole board is patients. I mean, hey, you got the right people here. We'll tell you. We got every point of view here.
Yeah. Also in Dover, what's his name? Correa. He said he was interested into maybe taking a tour of a dispensary and.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. Can I hang up real quick? I'm sorry. I'll call you back.
No, you're not playing this game with me, Hugh.
I got you.
No, you're not playing. No,
I love you.
Hugh,
no,
no,
I love you.
no, don't hang up on me. No, don't.
That was great.
He's gonna be upset now that he hung up. He's gonna feel bad now. Hugh, I hope you feel bad. You hung up on me, Hugh. I've never hung up on you ever. Even in my stupid games, I don't hang up on you, Hugh.
Oh man,
Hugh's the best.
Yes.
He gives me pep talks. Sometimes I'm down, and he'll actually give me a pep talk. He's just inspiring. He's encouraging, very encouraging. You know, when I'm ready to give up on something, like, all right, I can't take it anymore, Hugh. I can't. He's like, no, dude, just blah, 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 yeah. And I'm like, oh, all right, I didn't see it that way. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it that way.
Yeah, he is awesome.
He's helpful.
He is awesome. He is awesome.
Yeah, I'm not that smart. I take direction from smart people, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not the genius y'all think I am. I know y'all think I'm so smart. I'm not. I take direction from smart people. That's my secret. So now you know my secret. And I'm usually too high anyway. Man, you guys got me stoned again. Every time you guys come over here, what was he smoking in that thing? He had rosin?
Hash rosin.
Do you have rosin too?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Wow.
He said he had his sauce. I got the joints today.
God. That's I need to make that. I need to learn how to make that.
Yeah, I would love to learn how to make that.
And we just need a press.
Yeah, a press and some hash, right?
Bubble hash, right?
Yeah. I guess any type of hash, really. I don't know.
I thought it was like you had a...
Yeah, he had. I guess he says bubble hash.
Yeah, you have to make the ice. The ice filtered everything out. And I've seen it done a couple of times. I just don't understand the science behind it.
Me neither.
I just know it works and it makes hash.
I think it like freezes the trichome, so it just kind of fall off.
And they just ball up and then they smush it.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is those pucks that are left over. So you take those pucks or the flat little whatever.
Yeah, then you press it with the hot press probably.
Yeah. Just cook with it after that, though.
Yeah.
After you press it for oil, you get all your oil, the rosin, then you cook with those pucks. That's what I would do.
Oh, right. Because you can still use them.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a puck of cannabis that if you can't press it anymore, what do you do with it? It's like the second pressing.
I'm sure there's some still inside the plant material that can't be,
there must be.
out. I don't know.
Start using solvents and heat at that point. Like when they do olives. They do a cold press first. That's the best one. Then the second and third ones, they're using heat or something else.
I wonder if you can like bake it and then activate it to just...
Yeah. Just bake that puck and friggin' eat it. And maybe put some caramel on it or some... Yeah, maybe... Yeah, you know what?
Put like a marshmallow and make like a little... What is it, a firecracker?
If you can get that thin enough to where it's like crispy and...
And then you bake it and then it'll probably just...
I bet there's people out there that's doing shit like that, but and we'll talk about some more stuff offline. But I have some other ideas too. But yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Little treats, little crispy treats like chicharrones.
Yeah,
but little.
Or like the firecrackers. Like when I was first introduced, if you have keef, just put some like chocolate on top of like a graham cracker, and then just sprinkle some of the keef on top. Put it in the thing, bake it. Chocolate melts on it.
See, I love that. Man. I used to go to Jeff's house, and Jeff used to take Jolly Ranchers, put them in the microwave, melt them down a little bit, and then put his decarbed oil in the Jolly Rancher and put it back together. And then he would eat the Jolly Rancher whenever. He would just wrap them all up and save them. And then he just grabbed the simplest way to make candy ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just take a candy you like.
Melt it down.
Melt it and do it. And wow. So, yeah, he'd make a lot of candy for us.
That's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff was so much fun to hang out with. Yeah, I almost got him kicked out of a hospital once. We were watching UFC, just minding our own business, and I smelled like weed. I guess I was hotboxing or whatever, and we may have been vaping a little bit in the room, maybe. But I mean, come on, I'm just saying. I don't. Maybe it went off in my pocket or something. I don't know. It smelled like vape in there. Nurse walks in. It smells in here. You gotta get rid of that weed and blah blah blah. Yeah, well, you know the story. But we had so many fun times. Stuff that, I don't know. It was just good to see Mary and again.
It was nice seeing her.
It was great.
It was nice. Definitely nice seeing her. And I finally got to meet his daughter, their daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Oh. What's this? Look up Juice Box Press. Look up Juice Box Press. Okay. Oh, here we go. You squish weed with a press and you get rosin. Look up a Juice Box Press. I saw the Sasquatch, the one I liked. It was like huge. We need something big, man. Something that's huge, like that makes a lot of noise. Because it needs a compressor, that kind of shit. You know, we need heavy duty. I don't want some little thing where you do a little gram at a time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We want to do like a lot. We want a lot of oil.
Yeah.
And because I want to grow weed, man. I want to have weed, and I want to do a cannabis cup. I can't wait to grow weed.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Battle of the buds.
Well, let's get everyone started first. I need help. I don't no competition yet. I need help. I'm just starting out. Yeah. I need all the strains I can get.
It could be a learning process for everybody at the same time. You know, it's like, hey, what did you notice? And it's like, all right, well, let's keep a bud catalog, and then everybody will have, everybody keeps a bud catalog, and it's like, all right, Lefty, you grow this strain, I'm gonna grow this strain, and like, we'll barter trade, like, hey, you take some of my plants or whatever, and then like we'll tally up. Hey, I like that. This plant does good in this weather with these nutrients and this thing and this type of light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep a catalog. Everybody, and we all grow the best buds.
Yeah.
Hey, the bud that I had that we traded, now you can grow it. You make a clone off of it or whatever, and then you figure out how to grow it better.
We all have to have the same equipment, I would think. Mm-hmm. That usually works the best when we can all have the same equipment, same problems, that we can fix each other's problems, and same soils, same nutrients, same systems. That's where we're all on the same page.
Yeah. And
that's helpful. Standards.
Yeah. And then there's gonna be other people that like to grow different, and then we can grow. We can
do it better. Then, if we can do it better, we have to do industry standard.
Does it better, and then just keep going, and then that's how the weed is the cannabis is going to evolve. Is gonna be, I want
to put a couple outside somewhere.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
I saw Ed had a couple outside.
Whole year.
I didn't realize it
until December.
And I'm just like, whoa. I'm walking by like, oh, what is this? I was like,
I don't think he ever took them down. They just kind of fell down after like February and March. I think they disintegrated after the snow and the ice. He left them out there. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a F. Excuse me.
Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny.
I mean, they can still bust you for a plant that's disintegrating.
Can they really?
I mean, it's like it's still a pot. They can still tell you this is a pot plant. It's in the ground. Hey, let's arrest them. But he wants that. That's exactly what he wants. He wants them to go in there and bust him for whatever, so he can have a platform and do what he's been doing for the last 40 years. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's about time he's getting paid to sell weed legally.
Yeah, and everything. And yeah. I'm surprised they don't even be like, all right, man, we're going to give you a license. It seems like you know what you're doing. You got your shit together,
Yeah. He'll get one, I'm sure. Debbie will get one. They have to. They have to. Yeah. Legalize New Jersey Weed Man. # legalize New Jersey Weed Man. Seriously, if anybody should be legal, it should be Weed Man. He's been doing this for so long. He suffered. What's the word? Not the microcosm, the epitome of how people have suffered in this cannabis war on drugs, war on people. He's been in the system, man. He's been locked up, and living in fear, always looking back behind your shoulder.
Then that's not even like his personal life, being, serving and then having cancer and then having.
Yeah, come on. So many people don't realize he served in the military. He has fought bone cancer, and I remember when he broke his leg. his cancer is in his leg, and somehow he broke it after he had the cancer for a while. Something happened with his, and he was in pain. Man, so he's been through it, and you know what he did? I always say this before he even opened the joint. The first day he opened up, there was a step at the joint to get in. Guess what he had? A wheelchair ramp. Nobody even had to ask him. He had a wheelchair ramp already before he even opened. So he's very woke dude. Very spiritual. Joe Werlo was saying shit about where's the temple? Where's the temple? The temple. Temple's wherever you are, man. What are you talking about? Where's the temple? Thought he was going to open a temple. There is a temple there. It's dude. You want to pray?
It's the safe haven. It's somewhere where you can,
go pray
safely.
But Joe says he doesn't pray to Republican Jesus. He prays to what did he say? I don't even know. The compassionate Jesus. I don't know. There's two Jesuses apparently in the Catholic Church or the Christian Church or whatever, because there's people in church that used to leave church to go to play African Dodger. They would leave their church and have the church fair, and they would play African Dodger. And these are people that follow the Bible, playing African Dodger. Come on, man. Give me a break. And doing just dumb shit. Putting up walls. Bombing women and children.
Yeah.
Blowing shit up. I've seen it all. I'm 53, man. I've seen a lot of shit. I don't think I'd be around this long, but man, I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
And it's the same shit over and over again. It's the rich getting richer, and they don't give a F. And you're seeing that everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. It's happening everywhere.
So, hey, I got something here. I'm going to call this number. I hope somebody picks up. I missed a phone call? Oh, no. Oh, no, I missed a text. Sorry. So you never got back? Oh, shit. Well, you can call in, brother. Damn. Eric, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you on... Man, that's messed up.
I'm sorry. I had to do it, but you know what? I thought about it. That's what you do to everybody. So you know what? It's like it's bizarro land right now. It's bizarro land. Things that ain't supposed to happen are happening today, right?
Yeah.
Chris, I want to apologize. I cut you off. That's my fault.
No problem, man.
You were saying about Dover. That's my fault. I apologize.
No, that's all right. No problem. Duty calls.
Oh, you had to take a duty? Oh, ew. Gross.
I didn't take a duty, but, sometimes, I don't know, man. Sometimes that's all I do is just lay around and take a duty and lay around. That's all I'm going to do. But it doesn't happen that way. It's the most simplest things in life that you appreciate, like laying around and doing nothing. It's kind of nice. I wish I was that. When all these people talk about stoners and people that, all they do is eat all the damn food and lay around, right? How many times have we heard that bull crap at these town meetings? Little do they know they were running around with their heads cut off, doing shit 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody. I mean, everybody's active. So really just based on the way you guys and even myself, I mean, I'm an active patient.
You keep going. You're like, you just never stop, Hugh. I don't even know when you have time to sleep.
It's called sativa. Super Huey G. You know what I mean? Right? We got to come up with a strain. It has to come up with some type of... It has to be a pure sativa, though. Pure land race. Something that makes your chest beat at your heart... your heart beat at your chest. That's what it has to be. Like a Hawaiian, like a Hawaiian sativa or something like that, like a pure land race.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Flying Hawaiian, flying Huey G, man. I'm all over the place.
we're gonna come up with a strain for you, right? Yeah, Huey G.
Yep. Hey,
That's what we need. The next strain, Huey G.
Huey G.
Because we have Lemon G.
We do. Dude, lemon. Dude, let me talk about lemon real quick. Let me talk about some lemon shit. All right. So when I was at Washington State, right, and I organized Have a Heart, which is a big dispensary chain out there, right.
Mm-hmm.
Burner has a strain called Lemonade. That I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't know what he does. But that shit stays on your tongue for hours, dude. You could have a full meal and still taste the terpenes on your tongue. It is the most amazing pre-roll as far as flavor that I've ever had in my life.
Oh, man.
It's unbelievable. So, I mean, maybe Lemon G, Huey G.
Huey G.
I don't know. I like that. I like lemon. Lemon's good. I could go if someone makes a strain and it's lemon, has lemonine. Yeah.
Ask Terrasend or somebody. You know what? Garden State Dispensary should do it. I'm going to ask whoever can hear this. Please talk to somebody that's growing weed and make a strain called Huey G in honor of Hugh Giordano. Please.
Here's what I want you to do.
Please.
I want you to go in. The general manager's name is Aaron Epstein. Tell him Huey G sent you, and he wants a strain. That's what you got to say. Let's get this done.
Let's walk in there with some muscle and get it done.
But
let's get it done.
Don't make massive amounts of money off of me.
I would smoke you all day, Hugh. All day long.
Smoke you. You know what I mean? I'm smoking Huey G.
Just on principle. Even if it sucks, I'll smoke it anyway. I'll just smoke it on principle. I'll mix it with something.
You know what? I'm just gonna tell them, plant some old brickweed from back in the day. They call it Huey G. Fuck it.
Some regs.
Some Reggie. See what happens.
I miss Reggie sometimes. I do. I like to smoke Reggie.
No, I tell you, man, sometimes it's weird when you smoke, because I don't get it that much anymore. Sometimes I do when you're hanging out with folks that, just have it, because I never turn it down. I'm not disrespectful, I'm like, sure, whatever. Yeah, I'm down, so, but it's good. Sometimes you're like, I can't believe I'm getting fucking feeling off of this. This is weird, and then sometimes like, oh man, I hope nothing else in this motherfucker, like, how can I be feeling this off this, but no. But, like, here's the reality of it. It's like everything else. I mean, I think it's true. I mean, how many times have you smoked flower, right? Because I'm a flower guy. When I medicate, I prefer flower. I think I've had flower that has, they say it's testing out at 28, 29, 30, plus, sometimes you get that. And then I've had flower that was 17% THC level, and I felt way better, and, like, I got, like, the feeling off of it, right? So that I wanted. So it's really amazing how when people talk about these other cannabinoids that are inside of the plant and the terpenes and everything, I believe it. I really do. I don't think THC level, I think that's kind of, I think that's what everybody thinks it, but I think there's so much more to it, and I believe it. So if a Huey G, if the Huey G only has a 17%, buy it. You never know what can happen. I'm just saying.
But that there's truth to that, because it's all about the terps and like the whole I guess the entourage effect. When you have all the cannabinoids, and it just makes you feel better. Like it's
No, absolutely.
It hits more points. Like you're not tired, but your joints are good, and you're awake. You're not slouchy. And you may be hungry, but not too hungry. You can probably just drink a shake and be fine. Like it's not like sometimes you get the ones that is just one sided. It's just you're in the couch and you're in the couch. That's it. But like like even then, like I smoke some indicas that don't get me all slouchy. That actually gets me up. It gets me like going. It's weird.
I totally agree. I totally agree with that too. I've had. I think we all kind of fell into that line of sativa, indica, hybrid, right? And that's all we always thought. Like, okay, sativa's going to get me up, indica's going to make me go to sleep, hybrid somewhere in the middle, right? But again, like I'll give you another favorite strain that I liked was Black Russian, which was an indica, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. It didn't make me sleepy, but it just made me relax. You know, it was the kind of strain that you would smoke, sit outside, and just chill, listen to some music, right? And it didn't make me want to go to sleep. So, and it tasted awesome. The flavor was amazing. So I'm a flavor guy. I like flavors and all that stuff, and but I mean, there's so much out there, so much new stuff, and I really hope that the patient base stays involved, because I think there's so much more science to this, and you guys are going to be instrumental as far as the organizations, Sativa Cross and the Coalition of Medical Marijuana. You're going to be instrumental. You're going to be so important. You have no idea. Your voices are going to protect the industry. And when I say protect the industry, I mean protect the medical side of it, making sure that it's a priority. That why do I feel different? Why do I feel good on a 17%, but I'm not getting a feeling from a 31% THC? And why is that? And what cannabinoids are doing that? So that way we can really focus on not only physical ailments, but mental ailments too, right? I think the medical program has a lot more to do, has a lot more research with mental conditions. And I really hope that happens. And I mean that. I really do. I think it'd be a good thing. Because the medical side cannot die. It cannot. It has to be established, protected, and pushed by the state, so that we have good quality medicine and cannabis in the state. So, you guys are so important. I want you to know that. I mean that.
Thank you.
You just made me think about I have a list. This is something I'm thinking about. I want our board. I didn't even talk about this to the board yet. This is great. Do it live now since you're here, Hugh. But this is my idea. I want to put together a list of checklists for dispensaries. So we go around to dispensaries, and you can get an A+ rating from us, from the patients, or a B or whatever, because we'll have a list of things here. And you just added here research and development. If these companies and the strains, or they're researching how their strains, the strain development. We'll do strain development, could be something. I'm just thinking out loud here. I have wheelchair access to the grow rooms. I have soil content. I have chemicals, cleanliness of the facility. I can't read.
I think those things matter. I think it's a great idea. Why shouldn't the patient base have a checklist of what's important to them? Mm-hmm. Just like the workers have, look at it from our side. It's the same theory of what I'm doing.
Safety, workplace safety.
Right. So it's all those things that matter, right? So I have a checklist of what's important to the workforce. What are the things that matter to a worker, right? And why shouldn't you have a checklist as a patient community of what's important to the patient community? If you honestly, I would say simple things, like you said, cleanliness. If you go inside and the bathroom's a mess, can you imagine how what the medicine room looks like? You get what I'm saying?
I think we deserve it now more than ever, because
Agreed.
Especially now with the mold that recently popped up and all that stuff, and then now we can't even get home grow. So it's now all right, what are you guys really trying to protect here? we're getting moldy weed that patients already smoked. And now you don't let me grow, but you want me to keep buying off you? No, now I want to see your facility. Now I want to see what's going on.
No, you can't see the facility. No, you can't come in. That's what it's going to be like. That's crazy. We need to go. Yeah, we need more transparency. There you go. That's another one. There's another one. Transparency.
And transparency can go many ways.
Yes.
There you go.
Exactly. It can.
I like that.
It can. No, I agree. I think everything you're saying is true. And this is why and when I talk about, I want you to know, and I think everybody knows this by now, everybody that knows me, I believe in what I do, right? I love being, more than anything, I love being a union guy. I love it. I chose to do this. I chose this activism because it fulfills my soul, right? It makes me who I am. But at the same token, a close A close second is cannabis. You know, I love it now. Like, I really love everything about it. So I'm fortunate that I get to do what I do. But this is why unionization is so important, because they can be a whistleblower 24/7. If they have a labor union, then they can speak up. The problem with some of these facilities is that these workers have committed to work there, and they have them sign these agreements that if they lose their job, that they can't get another job for however long, right? So basically, they kind of control them. Like, they have non-disclosures, right? And non-disclosures scare workers, because what it does is it says it, like, you know, so they usually have non-disclosures in the medical field, technology field, things like that, because you have important information in your head that you can then use for yourself and for another competitor. So it was basically meant to keep from workers from stealing information and doing bad things with it, right? Like unjust things. But sometimes they get written so tightly that basically they bar you from the getting another job. So that scares the crap out of workers. So what I would suggest to patients is, and this is the reality of it, if workers had the right to speak up and not be in fear that if they speak up, then they'll be blackballed, then you wouldn't have to worry about mold and mildew. Because they can't, I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth. They're threatened. These workers are threatened that if they speak up, they're done. You know, and I'm not saying everyone's like that, but there are some that are like that. And that's a problem. So that's where basic transparency can come through. They don't treat their workers right. Do you think they give a crap about any of you? Or any or me either as a patient? Do you think they care? And I think those are the basic questions that we have to ask. And that's why, you know, I think any organization that current ATC that works with the labor union and works with the patient advocacy group, such as Sativa Cross, Coalition of Medical Marijuana, but really works with them, not just like, you know, hey, come down and we'll do a little something for you, cut you a check, but really works with them, like you said, invite some patient groups in. You know, invite you guys in. And I think that's a good idea. And have a checklist, and you know, I think that stuff's great. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The other thing I would suggest too is some other states, like Washington State, they have it set up that you can see quarterly the profits made by the industry. So it breaks down their sales, how much they made. They had to make it public. Like those little things matter, right? Because when you see a company that's making lots of money, but then treating workers like crap, treating patients like crap, at least you have data in front of you say, it's unacceptable, right? You can prove that it's unacceptable by data. So those are the type of things that patients and consumers should demand. And, you know, as a labor union, I've been debating those type of things. I think it's important. So just some ideas. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here.
No, that's a great point, because then, you know what, like, you're making all this profit now, but you're paying this much tax. You're giving, you know, like, what's going on with that? Like, you know, now it can go out to the towns. What are you guys doing with all this money that you're receiving now?
Exactly. And especially, and it goes to the point that when you as organizations speak against the tax on medical cannabis, and the other points that, you know, Lefty, I always know you make, is then if you're going to tax us, then let us know where that money's going, and I hope it goes back to the communities that need it, such as disabled, seniors, or whatever, you know, people that really need it, right? So maybe you can't get it on the local level right away, but maybe you can get it on the state level. Get some transparency, right? But that's not going to happen unless you call in and do public comment or write public comment. And when you write public comment, it doesn't like you guys are professionals, you know this. But I think for other patients understand, and just people who care about, even if you're not a patient, if you just for whatever reason you want to write into the commission, and because there's something you care about, maybe your friend or your family's on medical cannabis, write them a letter. It's just saying your opinions, and it's, if you know, say what you go through. and say why it's important that we have standards and it's important that we have transparency. But that's how you have to do it. You know, that's it has to be a grassroots type of way, and you know, who better than you guys to do it? You know, who better? You know, so
yeah, it'll be a point system, and for every item you get 10 points. It should add up to it. We should have like 10 items maybe. You get 100. Wow, that's amazing if you get 100. But I guess it would be a passing score. It could be 70. Could be just like in school. I don't know.
Maybe, well, and then at the same time, maybe this checklist can be like, all right, now let's push these dispensaries to make RSO, because not a lot of them do.
Yes.
Make that part of your checklist. Do you have the proper medication to fit these patients?
Yeah, proper meds for patients. Like, do they have enough? Yeah, do they give options? All the options.
And another thing is also delivery should be legal, right?
Delivery.
So that should be another check off the checklist.
Delivery.
You don't have delivery. That's hurtful, and you should have it. It's available to these.
And do you charge for delivery? Some places may charge for delivery. Some may not. So you might get rated on that. If you charge, you lose a few points if you charge. You know, how many points do you lose if you charge for weed delivery? How many points do you lose out of 10? 5? You lose half your points? Right? Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, here's what I would say. I mean, there's this thing.
Work this
think
out.
about it all today. But maybe you should look. Maybe there's other activist groups like patient advocacy groups also that have done this. That you can kind of base off, like what are the things that matter to every patient, you know, and then you can have different categories. It's just like an application. When these folks apply for a license, there's a bunch of things that they have to answer to, right, and have a checklist. You know, you could have it, you know, cleanliness, safety, product supply, you know, and you could have certain sub-subjects within each main banner, right? So within product supply, it could be, you know, do they have availability? Do they have different offers? Do they cater to patients above adult use, you know, as, you know, the equipment adult use is up and running? Like, there's lots of things you can do, you know? It's all good stuff. But you could also make it like, instead of penalizing them for instead of penalizing them for having delivery, maybe you can make it like, if they don't have delivery, if they do have delivery and they don't charge for it, maybe it's like a bonus point. So if you get a 90, then it makes you get 100.
Yeah, right? You know what? I'd rather do it that way.
Bonus point. It's not a negative.
It's more positive.
It just
I like
should
that.
be a positive. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that, Hugh. Thank you.
And then, you know, because that could get somebody over the edge, right? That can make someone come off as really great.
It will be like a positive push.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We want people to pass. We'll try to arc the how do they do it in school?
Extra credit.
Yeah, extra. I like the extra credit, bonus points. I like that. So we'll do that. Bonus points for no charge, bonus point. Okay, so I have 10 items already here. I think we're good because 10 is good. You want 100, so we got wheelchair access, soil, cleanliness, chemicals. What the hell did I write here? Oh, research and development, workplace safety, transparency, proper medicines for patients, and delivery. And I have actually one more because. Research and development is strain development, so it's research and strain development. That's one thing here. Research and strain. Okay.
Huey G.
Spoken at Huey G.
So one more. We need one more. How about staff? Niceness of staff?
Mm-hmm. Well, you could do customer service and quality. Customer service / quality.
Service. There we go. That's 10. There we go. We got 10 right there. And we can always fix it, but we should keep 10. That's 100 points available, and we'll try to make it easier.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh.
I think that you should maybe sit down with, like, Ken and them and come up with, like, a real formal way of doing it so that you can approach it and get it done. And so the companies take it seriously, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Maybe Ken can take part in this too, and help us out, and You know, get it done in all angles and forms. You know, let it know it's not just Sativa Cross interested. You know, it's not just our concern. It's you know it's the community as a whole. It's a concern for everybody.
Right. No, I think that'd be great. I mean, look, your two groups are the most influential when it comes to medical policy, right? I mean, that's just the reality of it. There's nobody else out there that's doing what you're doing as far as the patient activism. So why not put your resources together on something like that? So that way it's done correctly, right? And that way you're getting input from the, medical doctor science type of, conversation, but then you're also getting it from the straight up on the ground grassroots activists too, right? It's a hybrid, right? It's a hybrid strain, and but you know what? It's a good idea. Hold people accountable, right? Why not? But that's the only way it will get done is if you guys do it. You know that, right? Because like everything else in the world, politics, people complain and moan about it, but no one really does anything about it. So hopefully you can engage more patients too, even as the community grows, that more patients will get involved.
Yeah, patients and the I guess the caregivers as well, to actually see it or experience it. They may not be part of it, but they're with it. They've seen the good stuff that came out of it.
I agree. I think that's great, and I think it's good you talk about caregivers too. I don't think a lot of people talk about that. Like, they should get more credit too, right? They're taking people that are caregivers are usually people taking care of really ill people, and the fact that they're dealing with that and then have to drive an hour away to, it's pretty sad, right? So yeah, I mean, all these issues that you talk about are 100% important. 100%. I totally agree. So you want to hang up on me, Lefty?
No, I'm not hanging up on you.
You can do it. You can do it. I'll forgive you.
No, why would I want to hang up on you? I don't have nothing to ask you anyway, because I don't even know where you're at. Where are you?
Right now, I'm drunk.
It's fun when they catch him in a sentence there. Right now, I love that. What, Hugh? Right now, I'm yeah. Cool. Hugh. All right, Neil, I'm going to play this. This is great. It's not going to sound good here, though. I need to put it on my computer. Oh, I could put it through my, oh, geez. All right, hold on. This is going to take a minute now. I could do this. I could put my phone through the mixer. I just can't hear it. I can play it, but I can't hear it. So we'll do it the hard way. Connect. This is a pain in the ass because it doesn't work all the time. This is the thing that always fails me. I need a new one. It's my telephone interface. Goes into my mixer. Emailing me is great. Yes. Hold on. I'll send it to you on Facebook. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, I just sent it to you on Facebook. That would make it easier on me because I'm having issues here. And I want to play this. I love this commercial. It's from CannaSense. Oh, I think I should join CannaSense. You want to join with me? I'm going to join. And you can watch me do it. It's not going to be hard at all. I'm going to go to the website right now, and we'll do that. Yeah, I forgot all about it. I was going to do that tonight, and you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm joining CannaSense. I'm doing it. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Let me see if I can get this going first, too. Hold on. I might get this email in a second. Hold on. It's pretty fast. All right, I got that. If you could do it, if you get it to me first, or if I could do it, we'll see. Here we go. All right, am I connected here? Maybe. Looks like I'm connected. All right. Looks like I'm winning. Neil, I'm winning. I'm winning, Neil. And I plug this in here. Hit this. And it should play. Let's see if it plays.
Medical cannabis is now legal by telemedicine. Get the medicine you need by getting reviewed for a medical cannabis card. Contactless appointments available at cannasense.com. For as low as $39, you can get reviewed for a medical cannabis card. That's cannasense.com for a licensed medical cannabis doctor review. Cannasense.com has all the information you need to get connected with a doctor. That's CANNASENSE.com. Cannasense is common sense.
Wow. That's really, really... dude, you played it for me at the party, and I thought it was great. Now I'm hearing it through my headphones, and it sounds like it's... Wow, it's really good. That's well-produced. And who's the... who'd you get to say all that? That's wonderful. We need her as a co-host on this show. We need
her voice is very soothing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like that voice is so nice. Oh, makes me want to call CannaSense, which is what I'm going to do right now. So, what do I have to do? Wait, let me listen to this again, and I'm going to follow the directions this time. She threw me off. That voice threw me off, so now I have to... All right, hold on.
Medical cannabis is now legal by telemedicine. Get the medicine you need by getting reviewed for a medical cannabis card. Contactless appointments available at cannasense.com. For as low as $39, you can get reviewed for a medical cannabis card. That's cannasense.com for a licensed medical cannabis doctor review. Cannasense.com has all the information you need to get connected with a doctor. That's CANNASENSE.com. CannaSense is common sense.
CannaSense is common sense. Yes. Okay, I am looking for a medical recommendation. Yes, I am. I believe I am. If I have a recommendation, you may become a member now. I'm going to click on that because I already have a cannabis card. And who sponsored you? Do I put... Okay. Neil, do I put your name? Neil, can I put your name here? Let's see. Where am I talking to you at? Over here. This is funny. Technology. All right, where's Neil talking to me? Over here. Can I do this? Are you my sponsor? You're okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Please enter the name or sponsor number. Do you have a sponsor number? Here, let me get the sponsored number from you. Sponsored number. There's a little delay, so I have to ask him. He hears it like 10 seconds later. He'll hear it and respond. So, yeah, I need the sponsor number. You must have a sponsor number. So now he's running around trying to get the sponsor number for me, I'm sure. Because I don't know what that is. I don't have it. I didn't plan this. I didn't even tell Neil. Oh, 5? That's it? Oh, that's easy. Good. I don't have to think hard. I like things where you don't have to think hard. Okay, my information. This is easy. I can do the thing here. Puts everything in. Boom, boom, boom. That's easy. Easy peasy. Username. Lefty Grimes. That's it. Okay, what... I want to be okay, Neil, do I want to be a patient or a member? What do I want to do, Neil? I think we talked about this. Do I want to be a patient or a member? I think I want to be a member. I want to be able to... I want to get meds. I want to be able to... Okay, I want to be a patient. Okay. Cool. Patient. Neil, why don't you just call me? You just call the number on the screen there, and we could talk. You could tell me more about CannaSense, because you were playing the steel drum at the show at the State House. That was so cool. To the techno, we had Wake and Bake to techno, hard hitting techno in the morning at the Wake and Bake. Who plays hard hitting techno at 10 in the morning till? Oh, it was insane. I loved it. Neil, I'm going to call you if you don't call me. Oh, shoot. I'm hooked in through my thing. Oh, hold on. I have to unhook it now. Okay, hold on. Hello? Hold on. Hold on. There you are. Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good, and you?
All right. Right on, man. All right. I'm still signing up. Hold on. I'm agreeing to terms here. Okay.
No problem. Let me lower my...
Enter your first and last name. Okay. Yes. And proof of eligibility. Okay, so I have to upload my card. Oh, okay. I have to do that. All right. So I have to take a picture. I don't think I have that ready yet. So I have to do that. And
well, why don't you upload just whatever you have, just so I got the file, Lefty?
okay, I don't have anything ready. I have to go to my phone. Let me get my phone. Hold on. That means you can't talk now, unless I set this up. Hold on.
At the moment, Lefty, you can always upload it after.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just so we can get your account established, and then, like I said, walk through the logistics of signing up. So.
Perfect. So, submit. Please enter a problem with the submission. Is it nil? Please.
You might have to attach like a file at least. So just pick any file that you don't care about.
Okay. It also says I think. Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, I think you're right. All right.
Probably you didn't attach anything. So just attach a document just so that there's one file attached.
No, I'll send you something serious. I'll send you our logo. I won't send you that picture. No. All right, let's try that. Submit. Thank you for. Yeah, we're in there. Okay.
All right, let me activate you on my end.
This is easy. Literally like 3 minutes. Come on, man.
Let me see what you sent me a picture of. That's a perfect picture, Lefty. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to activate you right now.
Okay.
If you check your email, you'll see you got an activation email, which you can ignore since we're activating you behind the scenes.
Okay.
And actually, the only thing that I don't have from you, Lefty, is what's your date of expiration on your recommendation?
Hold on.
So just pull out your card and then just give me those dates. But you're going to have to upload that to our missing documents so that we have the right documents in our system.
My date is 8/31 this year, August 31st.
2021. Okay, your account's activated now. So check your email for a WordPress password, and you'll get a welcome to CannaSense email that just says you should review the terms and conditions and the guidelines and standards of the program.
Cool.
Man, I'm gonna do this when I get home.
You could sign into your account, Lefty. Just click on the apothecary button, and then you'll see all the medicine that's available.
Okay, activate your user. I'm going to do that here.
You don't need to do that since I did it already, Lefty.
Oh, my account is active. Let's go back.
Check for a WordPress email.
Okay. Yep, here we go. Login details. Okay, to set your password. The first one or the second one?
I think the first one.
First one, okay. There's
and then
two.
You can change the password to something you want.
Oh, I see. I can change it to whatever now. Okay, good.
Yep. And who's the gentleman with you on the show?
This is Chris, my friend Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
He's one of our board members.
Okay.
He was in the tent across from you with the big jars of weed.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go over there.
I know you were, we were all crazy that day. There's so many people I didn't see. I didn't smoke with. I didn't smoke with you. I didn't even get a picture of you, Chris.
No.
We didn't even get a picture together.
No.
Like, I might have you on video somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's it. I got to do a screenshot because I have to get all my screenshots now. I don't have you. I don't have Jeff. I'm Adam. I was so busy, but I was hoping Chris, our historian, had all the. He was taking pictures, right?
Yeah.
So I think Chris got a lot of pictures. So that was good. I got yelled
it was
at.
a beautiful day for everyone.
Let's see. Generate password.
I got to say, Lefty, you did a great job, and it was an awesome day.
Oh, that was amazing. That was so much fun. Thank you. Okay, password has been reset. Log in.
So when you log in, Lefty, if you click on your affiliate button on the home page, on the what we call the dashboard, remember how you asked for my sponsor number and I said 5?
Yes.
You'll have your own affiliate number or sponsor number, so you can hand that number out to sponsor people in.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay,
And what that does is it allows you to earn some money as well as just help others.
So I go to the apothecary, and there's welcome kits.
So the welcome kit would be purchased one time only in your lifetime with CannaSense. It's an upgrade from the patient status that you're currently in to a member status. It gives you discounts. It brings your ounce for flower down to $240 per ounce versus the $300 as a patient or a rec user. So it's a pretty good savings if you do the upgrade, but not a requirement.
Yeah, no, I want to do the upgrade.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What is CannaSense about? What do you guys do?
So CannaSense was or is a non-profit mutual benefit corporation established under the Compassionate Use Act of 1996. So it was the first act created by a state allowing patients or people to go see a doctor, get a recommendation, and then get their cannabis. So the collective was formed in 2015, at which point we were able to set up the technology to do your telemedicine appointment so you can see your doctor, as well as order cannabis and have it delivered to your house directly. So that's what CannaSense is.
Neil, it looks like I want this welcome kit, and I want to start becoming a regular member, right? So I want this welcome kit to become a member. Is that what happens here?
Yeah, so in the welcome kit, if you order it, which one are you looking at? Welcome kit 4 or 1? Which welcome kit number?
Oh, man. Oh, this is great. I love this.
So just, I'll break it down. Welcome kit 1, being its number 1, is 1 ounce of one flower, one strain. So you get 1 full ounce of flower. Welcome kit 4 is 4 quarter ounces of 4 different strains. So you can get 1 indica, 1 sativa, and then a hybrid, and then, of course, your choice for your 4th one.
Where do I sign up? I want to sign up right now on my phone.
This is great. I think I like number 4. I like the options. I like to have different options. And, ooh, yeah. Welcome kit 4.
So if you choose 4, Lefty, just you go through the 4 options, pick your strains out, and then again.
I picked them out myself. Oh, there we go. They're not just random. I get, ooh, this is great. This is even better. Oh, so I can pick hybrid, sativa, or indica. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and then once you're done with the welcome kit, Lefty, just check out. You have your options of paying by credit card, e-check, or cryptocurrency.
Review selections. Okay, my selections. Select option.
Chris, did you have any other questions on the program, or?
No, I'm actually gonna sign up. See, the thing is, right now I'm having trouble with renewing my thing. I went to I guess I used VeriHeal, but I haven't. It's been over 2 weeks, and I still haven't gotten my email to pay through the state. So I'm having trouble with that, renewing my card.
Well, Chris, the exciting news that we had was with the constitutional amendment that was done by New Jersey that allows anyone over 21 years old to get a recreational account. CannaSense offers recreational accounts, so you just have to upload your driver's license, a picture of your driver's license to show that you're over 21. And I'm assuming you are over 21, Chris?
Yes.
So you can go to the cannasense.com/registration, which brings you to the registration form. Fill in the sponsor number, and of course, since Lefty just joined, you could put Lefty's names down for the sponsor.
Woo-hoo.
Okay.
Yeah, Lefty's getting his first person to join underneath him.
This is great. Neil, what do you suggest? What strain do I get? There's Earth Monkey, Superman, Duct Tape, Lemon Kush, Monster Cookies, Backwood Greenhouse, Jackpot Greenhouse, Mist, Blue Ape, Charcoal Spice, Jaeger,
man.
Fire of the Four Winds, Lemon Jedi.
Jaeger is a favorite of so many.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite?
I would say all of them.
Yeah. I'll go with
so,
that one.
So, Chris, like I said, go to thecannabissense.com/registration. Put Lefty down for the first 2 fields. Lefty also could get his number and give it to you, but either way works. We prefer the affiliate number, so then this back office system can easily match a number to a name as opposed to a name that might be duplicated. I don't know how many lefties there are in this world, but and then when you get down to the bottom, just choose a recreational account.
Oh, Lemon Kush. Yes, I'm getting Lemon Kush. Thank you. Yes. Lemon Kush.
And then currently, Lefty, there's a discount, except for on the welcome kits, just so you know, if you use coupon code 420 on just regular items and not the welcome kit. You get a 4.2% discount on the whole order.
Can I just become a member or don't? Well, yeah.
Membership just happens with the welcome kit, Chris. Right. So if you choose member on the sign up, you're not going to be set up as a member. You're going to be set up as a recreational account or a patient account, depending on if you supply us with a
now
card.
Once I get my card, yeah, right. Okay, that was perfect.
And Chris, if you get your card next week, you could just upload to the missing documents folder for us, and then we'll switch your account from a rec to a patient.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that's perfect. That was going to be my question.
Yeah, we pretty much, walking through the system, you could set yourself up as a rec user. If you do see the doctor, which we do recommend if you're new to cannabis, to go see the doctor, discuss the cannabis, understand about this medicine, and then, of course, supply us with a recommendation, which then you can upgrade to a member. And you can also upgrade to a member without a patient recommendation now because of the law's change.
Okay, I think I got my strains. I got
Just let me know when you submit, Chris.
Jaeger.
Okay.
Lemon Kush, Earth Monkey, duct tape.
Okay, and do you see the SKUs on each of the items, Lefty?
Yes.
So if the SKUs are different, the first 3 letters are different on the 4 of them, that just means that they'll come from different fulfillment centers. So if there's a GRA for one and a DSC for another, that means you're going to get 2 shipments in the mail.
Cool.
And then the farm, which is the DSC strains, that they ship on Fridays only. At this time, they're trying to ship twice a week. So it does show up later than the GRA SKUs.
Now, for this, I don't use a coupon code, right? In the future, I can use it. Can I use?
In the future, you can, yeah.
But
Plus,
not...
all your after your welcome kit's received, Lefty, you get membership pricing. So everything drops in the apothecary. You'll see the patient price and the rec price, and then you'll see the discount for a member.
Awesome.
And if you buy a full ounce, it's $240. The pricing per quarter is a little higher, so it's $90 per quarter for a member. It's $130 a quarter for a patient or a rec user, but $300 for the ounce for a patient or a rec user, and $240 for the member. So we generally say we recommend by the ounce because you're going to get your money's worth.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, cool.
I just sent mine in.
All right. Give me a second and I'll activate you as well.
This is awesome.
This is fun.
Yeah, it took many years and a trip to the slammer for it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it seems like there was a lot of steps to more steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a technology guy, so it's like I'm trying to make the back end pretty efficient. So.
Oh, you guys have free shipping. Hey, that's good.
What's that?
You guys have free shipping. This is great. You have an option for free shipping.
Yeah, so if free shipping is definitely offered if it's at least $200 within the order. If it's below 200, then there is a $15 shipping charge.
Oh, okay. Right on. All right. Proceed to checkout.
Yeah, and I think your affiliate number, Ed, is... Did you look at your affiliate number yet or no?
No.
Okay. Well, we could do that after.
Okay.
And Chris, your account's activated.
Awesome. Do you guys have an app?
So if you actually, once you're on the page that you want, if you, let me do this on my phone because it creates an app. So if you go to cannabis.com main page, let's say, and at the bottom you have that upload arrow, and you basically make it add to home screen button, it turns it essentially into an app.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of downloading an app from the App Store, you're just basically taking the web page, making it a book icon on the home page, and then that becomes an app for you.
Okay, that's cool.
And then the other thing, Chris, is just like Lefty has an affiliate number, if you sign into your account, you'll have an affiliate number as well. You can hand that number out to sponsor people in. Sponsorship can lead to some income being paid out to you.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so my background, Chris, is I'm a CPA. I've done 30 years of setting up businesses, designing business plans, business models. So this was definitely a fun task.
Oh, my order number. Hold on.
Seems like you got it pretty much down.
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot of time. And then we have staff around the country. We have fulfillment centers around the country. So we're trying to work with, I'm crossing my fingers that the Weed Man sets himself up as a fulfillment center also.
And that's like the business aspect of it, like as if being how does that work with
the business side of it?
No, like I mean, like you said, you hope like Weed Man joins in. Like, do you mean as like I guess like a vendor? Do you guys have vendors or what? How does that work?
Yeah, so we have vendor options also. Like just like you signed up saying you wanted to be a rec account, you could set yourself up as a vendor account. But that takes discussion with us on procedures, compliance to certain aspects of fulfillment, just so that we make sure that you ship timely. I mean, little things that just need to be done behind the scenes so that the operations run smooth.
That's pretty good. And you guys have that down packed and make sure it gets out to the people in the time fashion.
Yeah, and Chris, just so you know, shipping, our policy is 2-week policy from order to completion, which of course is just to set your mindset on 2 weeks, just in case a package runs slow in the post service. So 2 weeks is the policy in the company, but generally packages take 3 to 4 days from the time of order to arriving.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
No, I mean, post office sometimes has been a headache just in terms of delays and their tracking systems not updating correctly, but it works well.
Okay, I put my order in. I'd like to upload my my files, but I need to take a picture of it too. So can you send me a link for that? I see it here, but I can't really click on it here. To upload ID or recommendation, is that what I'm looking for now?
Yeah, if you take the pictures with your phone, Lefty, and if you're on your phone, you can hit the menu in the top right corner of the 3 lines and choose Upload Documentation, and that's where you upload missing documents or any new documents or new recommendations. So those are for when things expire. You just re-upload onto that from that menu.
All right, hold on. Take a picture.
So, Chris, like I just said to Lefty, when you get your what was the company, Veraheel
Yeah.
recommendation, you just have to upload the documentation under that menu.
I like the approval, like the approval of the doctor.
Yeah, the approval of the doctor with the date that shows the expiration.
Oh yeah, I have that.
So if you have the recommendation, the actual license that you carry with you, you can give us that as well if that has not expired.
Okay. See, I haven't gotten that yet, but I do have the recommendation letter.
Yeah, you could take the PDF of that and just upload it to us.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah. And then another part of our program, Chris, I think Lefty knows about is we do have a foundation in place where we're currently doing college scholarship opportunities for kids. There's 5 $2,000 college scholarship opportunities in the form of art. So it's an art scholarship. And you can go to the main page of CannaSense and click on college scholarship and see that what the rules are for the contest. I don't know if you know anyone that's in college or a senior in high school.
Yeah. My sister's actually in college. That's awesome.
Yeah, and Lefty, have you spoken to the Weed Man lately or no?
A little bit.
If you speak to him again, he said he might also contribute to the scholarship opportunity, so it might be more than 5 $2,000 scholarships. So if you speak to him, just ask him what he thinks he was willing to give, so that we can just increase the amount of scholarships we're giving out.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And if you're a veteran, are you either of you guys veterans?
No.
Okay, but if you're listening and you're a veteran, of course, you can upload your veteran ID, and then we give you a coupon code for a discount for being a veteran.
This is very helpful for patients. Very helpful.
Yeah, this has been going for about 6 years, Chris.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got my picture, and okay, let's put my name in here. Okay. I am uploading my photo ID. Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Boom.
And then the other thing, Ed, is if you sign into your affiliate button from the dashboard and you click on sub-affiliates, you'll see Chris underneath you, so that you can know that he signed up underneath you.
Where do I see that?
Are you in the apothecary, or are you back to your home?
I'm in the dashboard.
So on your dashboard, click on the affiliate button.
Oh, wait, maybe I'm not at the dashboard. Hold on. Home, education, become a member, about us, perspectives, my account.
Click on my account.
Okay.
And then log into my account. And part of the program is just, of course, this is your medical records and your privacy. So pretty much if you log out of the apothecary, it logs you out of your account.
Oh, good.
I think if you step away from your computer for a while, it'll log you out of your account.
Good.
Just so that your information remains private.
Okay, here we go. Orders, my membership, downloads, addresses, payment, account details.
Keep going down. There's the apothecary button and then the affiliate button.
Oh, here we go. Affiliate area. Boom. Nice.
And that's your affiliate number.
Okay.
What's the number?
7664.
7664. So probably Chris is 7665 or 7666. So.
URL. Okay, cool.
And Lefty, one day we're going to do a fundraiser for the sponsor number 420, because I held that, so that one day someone could buy the 420 sponsor number. And the money would go to the foundation. So
that's a great thing what you're doing. The
Thanks,
scholarships. Yeah, you guys are awesome, and
that's awesome.
You're a really good steel drum player too.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
It was fun.
It took 40 years to get there.
What a party! So we're doing that every month at the State House, for, fourth Thursday.
Tell me when. I'll bring my steel drums, bro.
Yeah, I'll bring my snare this time. I forgot my drum. I'll bring it.
Yeah, we could do a big drum circle.
Absolutely.
We could create CannaSense jingles.
Oh, I have to play that jingle. Who was your friend that was singing that jingle? That's the best thing ever.
That was one of the members of the collective.
Yeah, he was so good. He's so funny.
He was. You only saw one part of it, dude. He was doing jingles all day, like just rhyming away. It was so funny.
That's great.
Yeah. So, Chris, do you have any other questions on the program? I mean, there's a lot to learn, but I tried to give the basics out just on the program.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to explore a little bit. Have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we added shrooms, so there's shrooms for sale on the site.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Right on.
I mean, governor signed the law into effect, so I guess we're allowed to do that, right?
Yeah.
Are we? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It makes kind of sense, right?
It does make kind of sense. I love it.
It's common sense.
Yeah. These are things God put on the earth for us, and the government's trying to, take it away. Come on. They'll give us the synthetic cannabis, though, all day long with the Marinol. Get out of here.
Right. Well, guys, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. I'm glad you signed up. The experience is pretty interesting, being that it shows up at your house in the post office. You get a tracking number sent to you, so it's a fun experience.
Sweet.
Yes, I just also sent my recommendation out. Thank you, man. This is awesome. I'm hyped up, man. God, this is wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm a member. I'm finally a member.
Finally, bro.
Woo.
And actually, at Lefty, the membership switch occurs once the full order arrives at your house.
Okay.
Awesome.
So
now for the member, is it like a reoccurring thing?
What's that?
Is it like a monthly subscription, or how does that member work, or is it you just?
So the membership is just that he upgraded to a member. There's no monthly subscriptions. Wow. If you need to order cannabis, you order it when you need it. In the compensation plan, there is an aspect of it if you wanted to qualify in that month for potentially additional income. There's a part of that would be the requirement. But other than that, there's no gun to your head that says you have to order. If you need your cannabis, you order it. If you don't need it, that's fine.
That's awesome.
But as we're all trying to do, we're trying to help people around the country, and we're in 49 states plus Puerto Rico. Wow. I'm waiting for someone from Costa Rica to sign up so we could try shipping it to there.
Wow. That's
but
amazing.
Yeah, Chris. And then if you know someone in Alaska, we have a $240 contest. So you can win $240 to have someone sign up from Alaska and order a welcome kit and be the first Alaskan patient.
I know somebody.
I have a question now. See, I'm a Uruguayan Argentinian, so I have people in South America, like family members that, they're interested in the, I guess, in the medical aspect of it. But see, in Uruguay, it's fully legal. Federally, it's fully legal, but there's no medical aspect of it. So would you guys, ship down there? Say my grandfather's friend, he has a messed up back, and he's always like, Chris, when you get down here, man, one of your buddies that grow down there, can they come hook me up? I need some help, and and it's not, it's pretty it's quality down there, but up here the quality is very different, and then I think what we have up here would definitely help my grandfather's friend.
Yeah, so your grandfather's friend has two options. One is, of course, he's over 21, so he can sign up as a rec account. Or he can, of course, see a doctor virtually, get the recommendation done, and then join as a patient. My recommendation for the first order would be order something that would be, let's say, either a quarter ounce of cannabis or an edible, and we'll check with the fulfillment centers to see if they'll ship down there, and we'll ship a package down, and then you could just report back that there was no issues.
Right.
And then at that point, we would be like, all right, we can actually ship there, and then he can order what he wants.
Awesome. Yeah, because there's, down there it's not so great, and then it's like, I mean, it's cool because everybody can grow, but they're limited to what they like. It's not limited to what they grow. It's like the quality is not great. There's nothing out there for them to like indoor. They don't. It's like it's nothing. They're not advanced yet.
Do they have strains like the good strains like we have here, or no? They just.
I've heard nothing but bad. Where it's at is where the growers that are like they're starting to get to a point where the growers are better than what the government is offering their people recreationally.
Does it have seeds?
Yeah, I mean.
See, if the weed has seeds too. Yeah, it's guerrilla growing. It's like it's just fields of quick. Yeah, go ahead, Neil. Sorry.
So, no, I was just going to say, like, on our site, if you go into the strains, you should see certificate of analysis done by the labs that show the percentages for your THC, CBD levels and such. So I do feel that's important for someone to just see and learn just so that they can medicate properly.
Right. That was going to be my next question. Is it like, can we look up the lab work, or if there's anything like, Yeah,
the lab work's typically put on the item that's there. Sometimes the flower will be added while test results are we're waiting on. I mean, what most of the farmers that we've dealt with say, like if you're, let's say, buying, if it's a Blue Dream strain, there's typical ranges of what Blue Dream will come out at when grown, so they have an idea, but then the test results will show specifics.
Okay.
So you'll see that information on the site.
Neil, thank you so much, man. This is super helpful. I'm so stoked that we're both members and we can both hey, did you try the Hey Chris, did you try the what strains did I order here? The duct tape. I had the duct tape. I ordered the Cookie Monster.
Yeah, and then one other thing, guys, is for cancer patients, we do have fecal oil in syringes that are highly concentrated. So
wait.
For cancer patients to help with their cancer needs. So
that's exactly what we need. All right, let me ask you another question. Do you guys can you guys make suppositories, or can I make them myself, like with the pills?
It's funny. The suppositories, I kind of make the joke that we can have pretty much any type of delivery method except the suppository. So, I mean, if you know a manufacturer that does make suppositories, we'd love to have them on the site for patients. But if you know how to make them yourself from what we have to offer, Lefty, I mean, if it could be just an education piece, that'd be cool.
We could do that, because you would just take those the little pill that they have, and then put cocoa. I think cocoa and some oil on it, right? That's what I hear, right? Yeah, and that's it, done.
Yeah, and we tell prostate cancer patients that's the best method for treatment.
Yeah, that's what I took for my cervical fusion, my 2-level fusion, and it was, I swear by it. Yeah.
Did you get a psychoactive effect from it or not?
I had it, yeah, probably.
Well, because you're probably taking it.
I was loaded up, man. Yeah,
orally, not rectally.
Orally, under my tongue, every possible way.
Yeah. But from what I was told, if you do a suppository by itself, it's not a psychoactive effect, even though it has THC in it.
I heard that too. Yeah, so it goes right to your liver. It doesn't pass your liver. It goes right to where it needs to go, which is good.
Right. It bypasses the liver, so it's not going to process THC through the liver. So you won't get the psychoactive effect. So.
Mm-hmm. So whatever that does.
We do hope to get them in the apothecary. I mean, we do request if people see an item that they like that we don't have to put a ticket in, and at which point we kind of reach out to the fulfillment centers to ask if they can find it for the people.
That's awesome. That's helpful.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, enjoy your night. Thank you for having me on, of course, Lefty.
No, thank you.
Thanks,
this was
buddy.
awesome. and play that commercial as much as you want, bro.
You got it, man. What commercial?
Which commercial?
No, I'm kidding.
Common sense is common sense, baby. That's what it is.
There we go.
It's awesome. That lady's voice is so soothing.
Yeah, it's a family member that did it. They're professionals in their field.
That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you, man. We're trying to come up with more. I mean, this is the approved legal ad through live radio. So 101.5 is playing it, WJRZ, WDHA, and the Rat.
Nice. Well, now Sativa Cross is playing it, baby.
Now Sativa Cross.
Yes.
So,
thanks, brother.
well, guys, enjoy your night, boys.
You too,
Thank
man.
you.
Bye-bye.
Later, guys.
Yeah, I can play it again, but I don't want to play it through the microphone. It doesn't sound good through the mic. It sounds good when I play it through here, and now I got to go here, go Bluetooth, hook it up. I think we're connected. All right, so if I just do this, it should play.
Medical cannabis is now legal by telemedicine. Get the medicine you need by getting reviewed for a medical cannabis card. Contactless appointments available at cannasense.com. For as low as $39, you can get reviewed for a medical cannabis card. That's cannasense.com for a licensed medical cannabis doctor review. Cannasense.com has all the information you need to get connected with a doctor. That's CANNASENSE.com. Cannasense is common sense.
Cannasense is common sense. All right, where's our page? Hello? Where's our page? This computer. I think I need a new computer. This thing's done. I need to go to the groups. We need to go to our producer group. Oh, I have to add you to the producer group. I got the list in here of sativacross.org, cmmnj.org, Magical Butter, UFCW Local 152, JacksonStorms.com, Arlo Glass, OpenMachine.com, Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop, Cannasense. We're adding Cannasense to our permanent list of sponsors here because I love these guys. And, yeah. You know what we forgot to do? We never even started the show. We started the show with Joe Rulo. And I had to stop the show. I was doing this. This is where we were at when Joe Rulo called. This is where we're at. You know how I start the show and I have to, okay, I'm sharing all the files. Okay, I'm sharing the Sativa Cross. Okay, I'm sharing the wheelchair. I'm showing the psychedelic wheelchair. This is my time to do all this. And Joe Rulo called me and I had to take his call. And it was like... Joe, Republican Jesus, Joe. Joe, there's no Republican Jesus, Joe. There's no such thing, Joe. He wore this big crucifix in his live. He had this huge crucifix, like something that you'd see in like the 1920s. This big thing. And I'm thinking, if Jesus died by a knife or a machine gun, you think we'd all be wearing like machine guns or knives? Just saying. Is it kind of weird?
It is weird.
And it says in the Bible we're not supposed to worship graven images. I would think that would be a graven image. Wouldn't that be a engraved? I'm just saying. It says in the Bible. I know people love their crosses, and I used to wear one. I used to do a lot of things. And not that I'm the Mr. Christianity here. I'm just saying that's what it says in Scripture. Yeah. We're not supposed to have graven images. That's one of the reasons why I don't like going to Catholic church anymore, because the statue, I'm not praying to a statue. I'm not going to do the rosary. I know the rosary, but I'm not going to sit there and do the rosary over and over again. I know some people love it. Some people do it. It also says you shouldn't do repetitive things. You shouldn't waste time doing repetitive things. There's a lot of scripture in it, but if you get deep into the Bible, there's all kinds of stuff, and crazy stuff, good stuff, stuff that I'm like, whoa, stuff that I dive into, stuff I'm like, okay. But anyway, this is how we started the show. I think we should end the show like this. Might as well. I never did that before.
It's different.
Let's do it backwards. Why not? Why not, man? It's 2021, man. Whatever. We never played the theme song. This is just our warm-up. So, is anybody even watching anymore? Let's see. Who's out there? We have
we're a little stoned.
Cannaman Go Eat Shite is now Cannaman Go Eat 710.
He's back.
He's back. But it says protomail.com. Cannaman Go Eat 710 at protomail.com. Yeah, we never did the theme song. Can we speed it up? Let's see if I can speed it up. I want to get mine. No, I can't do that. Damn. Sorry. I thought I could speed it up. I could play it backwards. I could do that. That's pretty crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, welcome to the show. It's Thursday night. We got Chris in the house. We got Joe Rulo, who called in before. Talked about Republican Jesus again. Who is this Republican Jesus? There is no left or right, only an up or down. No left or right, only 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 up or down. No left or right, Whoa, whoa. Could have fun with this thing here. Smoke him if he got him, roll him if he don't. All right. Welcome to the show, boys and girls. Hey, it's time to go. This is the part of the show that's sad anyway. Might as well hey, enjoy your laughs now. Get your yayas in now, boys and girls, because it's about to get really freaking sad. Yeah. We got a list coming up, man. This list is hurtful. Sometimes it may be helpful. It's hopeful, maybe. We hope. I don't know. Sometimes it's all three. Sometimes it's just really sad. Because these are all our friends, man. You know, this is no joke to us, man. These are our friends who died. That we watched suffer and die. Just recently, too. Like, just last year, a bunch of people died. 1 out of 10, man. 1 out of 10 patients die. So if you're in a group of like 20 people, you better think about who may not be there next year. At the State House, we lost a lot of people. People that used to come there all the time, like Roger Barber. We don't forget about him, but we're going to do our list now. So, we're just doing it backwards. I have pictures.
The last first.
Yeah, let's put the last first. We are doing that. We're putting the last first, which is backwards. Normally, you don't do that. You know, if you're fighting for, if you're in a crowd and you're fighting for something, the people that are able-bodied are going to get their way over the people in the wheelchairs, and that's how it's always been. People just cut you in line. What are you going to do? You're in a wheelchair. You're going to get pushed in the back of the line, unless somebody helps you and pushes you to the front of the line. People have to actually help you to the front of the line. I've seen it. I've seen wheelchairs in the back of the line, and when they'll come out and they'll pull them. Yeah, I've seen that, and I appreciate the good-hearted people out there that consider putting the last first. You know, when I talk about this, I'm sure a lot of people don't even realize there's a problem with wheelchair access. And then now they realize it, and now they can't unsee it. They're probably mad at me because I'm not, you can't unsee it. Lefty, you're reminding me now. I see it everywhere. Yeah, it is everywhere. It's scary how it is everywhere. It's not just one or two places. It's your whole friggin' town usually. If you're in Hudson County, it's almost half your businesses right there. There's entire blocks in Bayonne without wheelchair access on Broadway, on the main street. On the main street. In a town that's modern, 2021, and there's no wheelchair access. And not even bad. It's like one step. Not like Jersey City where there's like 4 steps down, 4 steps up, or Union City. Even Union City has a lot of one step. You know, Jersey City's pretty bad. I don't know what to do about Jersey City, but hey, you got 4 steps and you're putting in a wheelchair tax. Jersey City's going to implement that wheelchair tax too. I'm going to go see Mayor Fulop. I like Mayor Fulop. I think he's a reasonable guy. I want to go to the next Jersey City Council meeting. I think we're going to put that on the list here. I'm going to add that to the list right now. Hugh, hey Hugh, you listening? Hey, wake up! Wait, hey. Hugh.
Hey, Huey G.
He sleeps in his car. His office is in his car, and he sits there and he gets stoned. He eats a sandwich and he sleeps. So I'm waking Hugh up. Hugh, we're going to Jersey City. Hugh, get it together. Hugh, we're going to Jersey City. Wake up. All right, go back to sleep now. I just wanted to tell you that. Go back to bed. Wake up and go to sleep. I love that line. The Three Stooges used to say that. Wake up and go to sleep. Applehead. All right, good. Now we have Jersey City on the list. Let's see if they hope. I hope they do in-person meet. Not in online. I can't believe we have 5 meetings on Tuesday, plus an in-person. That's insane. We've never done this many council meetings ever. This is insane what we're doing right now.
Divide and conquer.
If you know somebody in Bernards, go to Bernards Tuesday. Go to Bernardsville or Bernards Township. I think there's a difference. Ay. All right. Well, you ready? Here we go. Well, this is Cheryl. And you heard Jim on 420. And Jim used to push her around in her wheelchair and her bed when she couldn't move anymore. She couldn't move her arms or legs. And he used to stretch her out and help her with the cannabis. It was amazing how the cannabis tincture would allow her to stretch her body. Otherwise, she'd be rigid and in pain. Who would deny medicine from this woman? Who would take medicine away? Who would say, no, not in my town? Go take your bed, go push your bed to another town. Can you imagine Jim Miller being in this situation today and having I know what he'd be doing. They would be pushing themselves to the dispensary an hour away. That's what they'd be doing. Because it's disgusting what they're making people in wheelchairs go through. Not in my town. Not in my town. Keep your wheelchairs somewhere else. How far do you want someone in a wheelchair to wheel themselves to get medicine? Oh, you thought you could have it delivered. Yeah, who's delivering? And how much are they going to charge? On top of the overtaxed by 2 entities and not covered by insurance by another entity. We're getting screwed by entities, government entities, private entities. They're all taking their piece of us.
But you know what entity I like right now?
Cannabis. I love this. Cannabis. Yay. We love Neil Schloss. Thank you. So, yeah, Cheryl, if you were here today, man, I know what you'd be doing. You'd be out here advocating for home grow. Advocating for patients, because that's what you did back then, and you knew that you wouldn't see legal cannabis in your lifetime, but you still fought for other people, and you inspired a lot of people, including me. I'm pretty tough to inspire, and you sure as heck inspired me. There's more pictures of Cheryl. This little baby here. Sabina Rose, she died from a 25-hour seizure. Diane Marie from Pennsylvania. Joan. Randy Robertson. They gave Randy the Whipple procedure. Before they gave him cannabis legally, they took out all of his organs. And they've done this with other people. They've taken, before they give children cannabis, they'll take out half their brain. And they'll do a hemispherectomy. Is that right? They take like half your brain and they cut it down the middle, trying to help your seizures. And I know they did this to one girl, and she had a seizure on the way home from the hospital. So it didn't work. And they didn't give her cannabis first. They should be giving them cannabis before they give them brain surgery, before they give them the Whipple procedure. But no, Randy Robertson could not get cannabis legally before he got the Whipple procedure. Next week I'll play his clip because his clip will make you cry. At the State House in Pennsylvania, fighting for his life. Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Troy, Russ. There's Roger. Roger and the family. Jay, Ella, Hattie. I used to get my grandma stoned with the big airbag. Jake, Armando, Lynn, Sean, Joyce, Brian, Thorne, Terry, Charlotte, Cher, Jay Bird, Michael, Marley, and our friend Jeff. See you at the next council meeting Monday. Hashtag they shall grow. And we're at the State House we're at the State House fourth Thursday of the month. Whoops. Oh my God. Fourth Thursday of the month, and we got some secret sessions coming up.
Yeah.
But it's secret, so we can't talk about it. But we don't even think we know yet. That's how secret it is. But they're coming. They're coming. All right, you all probably know this by now. You could say it along with me. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember